Mic check.
Come on, talk, bro.
Hi. What?
Mouth work.
Yeah. What's up?
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
You got a pretty mouth.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I like Cheetos. I'll burn my things.
So professional.
It's just.
Yeah, roll for a mic check.
Huh.
I don't know where my bag of dice when I'm like, roll for a mic check.
Oh, roll.
Yeah.
Lots of dice in my place.
No.
The party started. I'll be your audience, so let's see what you got. Someone done stole the goddess of the streets. Statue of Blvd. Nobody knows what I'm talking about. I'm just that cool. Alright, looks like we're good. I'll probably have to take off my glasses, otherwise you can't see my beautiful, beautiful eyes. So, welcome to the Saturday night stream. You're covered by the chat.
I'm always covered by the chat.
There's nothing we can really do about it, right? Oh, there you go, yeah.
Okay, here.
We're having a powwow out here. We're having fun. It's one of those days. We got some cool stuff to show off. Everybody always asks, like, what's the plan for the stream? I would think after like 100-something of these, you'd realize there is no plan. That's like the entire point of a stream. It's like, granted, in the future I want to have more of a plan. We do have stuff we want to talk about, but there is no plan for this one. It is, if this guy is around, there is no plan. Now this guy, maybe, but this guy, no plan. It's balls to the wall. Like, he had, like, you gotta be funny. Like, that guy is like, it's like that frog from the cartoon. It's like, hello, my baby, hello. And then you like get him on camera, he's like, this is like the funniest friend I have. And yet, when he's on camera, he shuts down.
Ha, I am the funniest.
How's everybody doing? Sorry to interrupt your Gmod, Atticus. I have a timer for when you stream. Well, thank you very much, Gridstone. You know, if you hit that little bell icon, that'll notify you every time. Might even send you emails if you turn that on. Enable all notifications. It's a good way. Plus, it helps the channel out immensely. If you are subscribed and you don't have that bell clicked, it helps the channel a lot. Hey, American Phone, nice to see you. I see you got, again, every blaster first. Getting tired of your crap. Interested to get my hands on that Screamer, because I don't think no reviewer has said anything about my Ultra 2 carbine. I don't know how, like when the Dorado was first leaked, like we got like the NERF news and everybody's doing the videos, like nobody mentioned like, oh yeah, WALCOM literally already made that. I'm just not cool enough apparently. So I'm excited when I get my hands on that to compare the two. I want to see if the ergonomics are, because I said it's like the Ultra 2 was meant to have a stock, and I honestly wonder if the Dorado wasn't made first, and they cut it off and sold the Ultra 2 beforehand, and then went back and sold the Dorado. Speaking of things, so your donations from like 2 weeks ago, obviously we actually do have 2 cameras working right now, which I will now cut to. So you can see, we got a table here. Oh, yes. So, I did manage to fix that. I have a light, a ring light, a really cool ring light. Problem, I can't mount the camera on it yet. I need a male-to-male 1/4 thread or whatever adapter because it doesn't, like, I can plug stuff into it, but I don't have a way to, like, plug the camera on top of it. So I did order that, and we will get that in here for next stream, which probably won't use that. Maybe we will. I have a lot of stuff I want to do next stream. I have lots of things I have to build now, and I don't have a workbench currently. So, but obviously notice both cameras are working. Everything's good. So thank you very much, everybody who donated during that stream. It has helped out immensely. Shut the heck up, K-Goose. I don't know if you guys can hear the guinea pigs. That's just what they do. Anyway, so now we do have a table to, like, show stuff, and there are things to show. Should be fun. That also means you're going to be seeing the back of my head most of the stream. You can hear the biggers, huh?
He's looking at me as I eat popcorn.
That's awesome. So this should help a little bit. I actually have 3 cameras, but at the moment I'm not sure how I'm going to set up like a third one for anything other than like a Lucha under table cam. It's about the only thing I can think of. Having fun, buddy? He's like completely shut down.
No. Okay.
Put the Pigu on the table. Dude, they are hard to get. They do not like people. And also, I can't really move from this spot, so if I have to go to the bathroom later, I'm just... There's literally no...
On the floor.
Yeah, no kidding.
We got the bucket.
We also got one of these.
Oh,
We got stuff to talk about. Got lots of stuff.
Show the best thing here.
Hey, Walcom, just want to quickly say I've run the numbers on the Phoenix current loads. What's the Phoenix again? First, the stock worker motors, it's generating 90 amp.
So Elite 2.0.
Yeah, Elite 2.0.
The Strife. Right.
I don't know anything about that. I'll just, yeah. Okay. Under table cam. See, Jason Marco liked that one. Pigu on the table. Give Pigu so they can meet Dumpling and Kimchi. Nope. I have a Duke Nukem play model. Yet again, I also have a Sapphire. I have no idea what that is. Just a comment, the Gecko kind of looks like an FDL2 to me, if that's the Gecko. How does a Gecko look like an FDL2? The Gecko is the cool pistol.
Yeah.
way to put the other one on blast. We will talk about it. Not the Phoenix, the one the worker is releasing, the Mag and Grip SMG. Oh, yeah. I don't know anything about those numbers and I don't care. Because everyone's like, oh my god, you can't do that. It's like, dude, my Dominator worked forever, and it was the same thing. 7 motors on one, yeah, people are dumb. And they'll be like, oh, you're lucky, I think you'd explode and kill innocent children when you're out of wars. I don't care. It's never been a problem. Like, I'm not dumb enough to be like, oh, my blaster jammed, and hold down the rev trigger for it to catch on fire. Pigu! They're gonna be noisy. I don't remember them ever being this bad. Doing pretty good, Bloodborne. I see a cheat on the table.
That's why.
We should have got them something at the store.
Cheetos?
No, we can get them greens. Everything on the table looks sexy. Yeah, we have stuff to talk about. I can throw some more. We can throw some more stuff on the table. We're gonna get raided by the ATF. Hold on. I got another one too.
How much pink is good on here? Don't take that out of context.
Hold on, I got some more.
That bring anything else?
We'll need this too for the video or for the stream. All right, we got all the stuffs.
Twisted Tea in the fridge.
Oh, it's an Echo. It is fixed. Man, you guys waited a long time to tell me about the Echo. There we go.
Well, you want your Twisted Tea?
I'd like a beer.
Sure. Yeah. For the memes.
They'll sub if they want to. Oh. No, you guys should sub to American Phone. He's got a video on the Ultra Screamer already out. What's better, the Cyber Ninja or the Gecko? We will talk about that, Nathan. Echo or Satanic WALCOM? Satanic WALCOM. What adventure Force blaster would you like to see in the future? Actually, a good question. Adventure Force. So the thing, Evan, is Adventure Force is not a single brand. Adventure Force is Walmart's branding for Zuru, Buzzbee, Dart Zone. Like, yeah, it's not. You're probably talking about Dart Zone when you mentioned that, I'm assuming.
If we stick with the Adventure Force or whatever, I'd go for like a Sentinel 3-shell.
Yeah, God, could you imagine if, like, yeah, that needs to happen, but could you imagine if, like, Primetime Toys did a Sentinel? Like, you know, Dart Zone. Like, if they did, man, you better put that thing away, dude. Bruh.
Yeah, this is in case one of you guys get out of line.
Yeah. Like, could you imagine, like, Primetime Toys, like, the Dart Zone Pro? Like, oh, their Dart Zone Pro Mark III is a lever action. Like, full metal internals with, like, a long shot plunger tube.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Pretty legit.
That's a good idea.
Alright, I'm gonna take some of this stuff off.
Also, an interesting question: what is the best Nerf gun in your opinion?
That's hard for me.
Yeah.
So, I'd hate to say it. It kind of depends. It obviously depends on what you're doing, but I think all around, just best is the Lynx.
Yeah.
I really don't think you can do better than the Lynx. I'm sorry. This blaster is just
selling
everything.
out again.
What was that?
Ryan's gonna sell out again.
He's already sold
know.
out for like the unconceivable
More
feature.
links.
Another link.
So this Lynx right here, check the YouTube stories. This Lynx is 330 FPS and it's slam fire. God, mine's so much easier to prime compared to yours. This is honestly not that comfortable. I need the red spring in here. Oh, the overhead spring. I just, good thing that the camera's tilted up because that's a mouth load right there. But yeah, if it's like you needed one blaster,
I do appreciate it.
it's the
Thank
Lynx. It is 100% the Lynx. Do you plan on dual wielding those Ravens? What?
Satisfy all your material demands.
Your pursuit of all materials. Do you think Dart Zone will make a sniper? Maybe. So I have a video I'm gonna do. I might do it this week. It's like the 5 blasters I want made. One of them is for Worker. I want Worker to finally make like the single mold, like Retaliator Internals bolt action.
Yep.
With none of the 3D. I want him to make it look like a Steyr Scout though. I know, right? It's one of the worst things. I have tried to read the Silmarillion. That is a very boring book. Rival Knockout has 236 FPS. I'm pretty sure Zawardo was measuring that with a Chrono Barrel.
Yeah.
Most likely. Chrono Barrel doesn't measure half lengths. Full auto bolt up. That is true. That would be nice to have.
Yeah.
So for Dart Zone, or for Worker, I'd like to have the injection molded bolt action that uses Retaliator piece. For Nerf, I think there's 1 or 2, but I know for sure I want the double barreled Sledgefire, 2 plunger tube Sledgefire, big old beefy boy. And then Buzzbee, I think it was literally just like, I want you to make the Sentinel. And Primetime Toys for like the Pro line, I wanted the flywheeler that's basically like an L, but on the cheap.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what else. There was another one. I had it written down at one point, but I just wiped off my whiteboard.
So what do we have for Select Fire? Because there's only like...
Nerf has the regulator.
Yeah, I mean, you have the regulator.
Why is there no Select Fire Rival Blaster?
I don't know.
Why is there no Rival Blaster that works like the free... Like, take the Chaos and take the Infinites.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That would be good.
That would be.
Because then you could just, like, literally drop balls into it. And it's like, everyone's like, well, they already have hoppers. But yeah, but the hoppers suck.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that's expensive, but they could charge $100 for that for itself. And it's already big enough to take it. And then you'd finally have like a Rival Blaster that uses like a pusher.
Yeah. Yeah, I got 2 more mags off Amazon for the Chaos, so I have 4 now.
Yeah, stock Select Fire. I think there's only 2. The Colossal Blitz and the Regulator.
Yep. And the regulator, You have to do that drop-in kit from NERF's, right?
And then it's like the problem I have with that kit is the darts, because like you want to use Adventure Force waffles.
No, you can't.
I still want to tear mine apart and move the LEDs back so they're at the foam instead of the dart head. I wonder if that will work.
I just would like to see more select fire.
Dart zone
Stop.
to make a shotgun. It would be cool. I think for a pro line, I don't think they should do a shotgun. They've done the pistol. They've done the primary. I think they need to work on like a secondary. I would love to see them actually tackle like a Uzi. They could do it.
That's not bad. I can imagine like it not tasting as good if it comes at you really fast. Though.
They have we tried both of them, and maybe it was just that night, but they have a peach and raspberry one. And I love raspberry iced tea, but again, it's that malt liquor, tasty. I can't get it. If you drink a lot of like cheap malt beers, then it's fine. Like Kelly loves it, but I can't. It's just like I'll just take the ice cold pea water. It's better to me. What if they made an 1817 shotgun? I don't like a blunderbuss.
Oh, make a NERF suppressor out of this.
Scar barrel.
Yeah.
One of the things I'd like to buy for the property would be like a CNC vinyl printer. Think of all the things we have to buy. You need to buy like a glow fridge.
Yeah, that CNC I have, I have a laser attachment I can throw on there and cut vinyl.
Is it done good?
I haven't really been working on it, but I put it all together.
Which one do you prefer, Lepus or Woozy? Sempri, I'm trying to get my hands on Woozies. I'm supposed to be working with Frontline Foam on that. He's been kind of neglecting me. I guess he's busy. What is she? She went out? I'm gonna let her outside. I'm gonna send him another message, see if he'll build me.
Sorry.
I guess the Lepus video did so well he doesn't need me anymore. If not, I'll try to commission it from somebody else. But I need the Select Fire Woozies. I need 2 of them. And I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I need to have 2 Select Fire Woozies. Evan Duff says, do you think NERF will die if they don't change? No, NERF is not going to die. They make billions. Like, literally billions. Like, in 2020, they made more money than, like, Primetime Toys in the entirety of its existence. And that's them selling Elite 2.0. And it doesn't matter.
Sorry,
like,
I know.
NERF has had bad years before. It does not.
I know
do
you hate
anything.
me. Ooh, up to 20 feet.
Where do you buy the links? Right now, you can only get it from Silver Fox, and Silver Fox is sold out. That being said, we do have a blaster that we do want to talk about. It is that pretty pink or pretty purple thing on the table. So this is the Gecko. And the Gecko is essentially a miniature Lynx. So this is a grip-fed magazine Springer with slam fire. The difference is it's basically the same size as the Dart Zone Pro Mark II. So this is a 3D printed blaster. It's a relatively simple blaster that is functionally better than the Dart Zone Pro Mark II. The worst part about this is that this works the way I thought this worked. So this actually does have the plunger tube and everything underneath the barrel. So, if I move my drink here, the way this thing primes is up here. You actually prime it like that. So this is designed by Adrian, but this one specifically was built by Valor. He printed this out and sent it to me. And he said this was like his standard print quality. And I don't know how well you can see it. That is like some very beautiful print quality. I'm actually gonna switch cameras really quick. Like, I wish I had that ring light working. But that is, he said this is just standard. And it's really good. The barrel's a bit crap. I guess he was in a hurry on this one. This is awful. We're gonna change that, I think, in the future. But, yeah, it is a grip fed. Do we have any darts around?
There's someone.
So this is an angled mag that you can print for. The files are not released yet. They will be. And for those of you that want to get one pre-built and everything like that, stay tuned. Because I can't say anything yet, but I will have an option for you in the very near future. But it's an angled mag. Goes right. I think I did it. Have that right? Yeah. Then you push that back forward, and I guess I'll.
You push all the way forward.
Pretty sure. Oh, there we go. That, and then of course, in the arm.
Yeah.
If I hold down the trigger. Ooh, it is sticking. Here's.
Didn't do it.
Okay.
You okay?
Yep.
Why is it not working now? There we go. Yeah, so it's slam fire as fast as you can rack this thing. And because it uses detachable angled mags, the new worker angled mags work in it. So you can have 20 dart capacity. This one, I will crony it on camera for you. We've had it hitting almost 140. Put that there and bam! So that was 129. And yeah, we've had it kissing 140. And this is an early build. Like, this is a functional, war-worthy prototype. It needs more work, and there are options that we are hopefully going to make for it that I'm working with Adrian and Ballard on. But this thing is so good. I can't understate that enough, because compared to the Dart Zone Pro, it's actually technically thinner, because the slide on the Dart Zone Pro is so huge. And it is roughly, if I touch it back to back, it's barely longer. The thing is, of course, the Dart Zone Pro Mark II, the grip is offset. So if I compare them at grips, yeah, the Dart Zone Pro sticks back more and the barrel is shorter. But, man. And we can put stronger springs in it. This is only a 10 kilogram spring. We can put a case retaliator springs, as far as I know. And the barrel's not optimized for this at all. But having this much power in a blaster this small with slam fire is gonna be a huge deal for a lot of people. So if you're somebody like me that likes running the most practical, most compact blaster you can do for, like, especially for HVZ, you can have like the power of pretty much any primary for HVZ with just 7 or 8 of these mags and this thing. And not only can you do single shot really effortlessly, I think obviously you have to do a weird priming grip right now. With, you know, that's neither here nor there. That might also help you gauge your shots a little bit better. But the fact of the matter is you could hold it on your hip and just rattle off shots with it. And 20 round capacity. That is big. Like, obviously it's not going to be for everybody, because no matter what, no blaster will be for everybody. But this thing has got so much going for it. Thoughts from Dr. Flux?
I love it. I'm making one right now to test, but I kind of think, because you're talking about this one, or just the able to prime, I think this is a little bit like that, but that has a much better form factor.
So if I want to compare it to my I love the Super Spam. It's one of the best blasters. And
but yeah,
you can see, like, size-wise, like, it's just a big deal having the magazine in the grip. Like,
yeah, it's true.
But it's honestly, like, I'm surprised there isn't that much room saved. I actually expected it to be more. Because, like, this has a longer barrel. This hits about, what, 140, 150 if we're lucky?
Yeah.
So it's a bit hotter than this, but not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad considering that this is like a direct airflow and the other one has to get redirected.
I wonder if that actually increases FPS.
It kind of depends.
What, for direct airflow?
And then the other most important thing we need to compare
Ninja.
to, and this is unfortunate. Now, granted, the Cyber Ninja still has its uses, and there's still going to be people that like the Cyber Ninja, because it is overall shorter. It's not, like, short enough. So if I compare it, like, at the bracing position, they're about the same length. In fact, the Cyber Ninja might be slightly longer. But if I compare it at the grips, yeah, the Cyber Ninja is sufficiently shorter. And this is about anywhere from 110 to a 130 pistol. So it still has its use, and this is also more comfortable to prime because you're priming it right here, and you can use it one-handed if you use a sling loop thing. So that is pretty good. But the Gecko is probably, it's 1,000 times easier to make.
Yeah.
Like, not even joking.
Well, there's the thing about the mags, though, because you said it has to be the angled mag.
Yes, and those are not super widely available, but...
Yeah, because me personally, like, I bought, like, tons of these, right? I don't have, like, any of these or those, so for me to subscribe to that, I'm going to have to go buy a bunch of those clips.
Or just print them.
Yeah,
This is the Foam Blast drum springs, and this is still 12-rounder.
Okay.
And that actually, you know, for most people, that looks way cooler. I think this needs to be orange.
Yeah.
I definitely think, like, if we're going to do mags like this, it has to be orange.
Yeah, I agree.
That's one of the better ways. Or pink or something. Like, whatever. Like, what does the Army use? To just bright colors? Is there a
Yeah, it's just
specific setup, too?
Just neon, bright colors.
Yeah. But... Easier? I expect it to be combat. No, that's the funny thing, Mortalef. It's actually way easier. I'm not sure how many pieces there are to it, but all the pieces will fit on, like, what, an Ender 3?
I did a full build plate on the Prusa.
Which is
the
the
large,
it's the same
yeah,
as
it's
the
same,
Ender 3.
pretty much. But I couldn't fit the main body, the big piece.
The big purple?
Yeah,
I guess I guess these two are different halves, but...
Yes.
The craziest thing about this is it only took Adrian about 2 weeks to do. He started this at the end of December.
Yeah,
Would it be
crazy.
possible to get Dominator close to the rate of fire of the leader? You wouldn't want to push it with those 3-stage flywheels. You'd jam something. I hear that the Cyber Ninja's pain to put together. Yes, Jolt King. Cyber Ninja.
Yeah, I did.
I think it took me about 3 hours to put this one together.
I didn't even bother. I just ordered it pre-set.
I kind of wish I would have. I mean, the Cyber Ninja's still cool, but it's like, I would not be able to... I would not recommend this blaster to somebody to get over the Gecko. This is something like you're specifically built. Like, now that I'm holding them side by side, this thing is still tiny.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Like, I do like the fact that it is very compact.
I just love how it looks.
And yeah, it looks really cool. Yours looks way cooler than mine. I don't like this. Maybe it'll grow. But I don't like how this whole big black thing.
Oh, can that take... That has to only take...
No, it takes normal.
Okay,
pounds,
so you can't take those?
Yeah, and if it's like one of these curved ones, you gotta put it in like that.
Oh, okay.
Which I think looks cool.
That's kind of cool.
Katana.
Oh, weren't you working on a Katana mag?
I was, it didn't really work.
Okay.
But,
That looked cool.
so, still has its place, but it's gonna be hard to recommend it. And that goes the thing, like, so obviously, getting one of these made is going to be more expensive than the Guard Zone Pro Mark II. And also, this is 3D printed. Guard Zone Pro Mark II is not. Guard Zone Pro Mark II also comes with a bunch of extra accessories, holster, speed loaders, holster for speed loaders. I get that. That being said, detachable magazines, slam fire, potentially more powerful. That's debatable though, because you can get one of these things that's like potentially more powerful, is what I would say. Just better form factor, in my opinion. Like,
Yeah.
I love internal mags, but it's like, this is one of the things. So I kind of talked about this in this video. But it's like, primarying this as a pistol, it's doable, but without detachable mags or anything for like a fast reload, it's technically doable, but I would never recommend it. Like, you could do it, but you're at a disadvantage. There's almost no disadvantage of using this as a primary pistol. Like, zero. Like, you have detachable magazines, slam fire. Oh, this is really bad. It's like, it's not bad. Like, you're literally looking for excuses at that point. It's like, I look slam fire. And it's like, okay, I get that. Like, I love pump action. I have to have that on primary. It's like,
Yeah.
I would rather just be able to take my shots. And if something's close enough that I can't accurately take my shots, then I just dump. So... well, Blitz, that's because you don't take care of your stuff. Also, you can print these out of Petchy, and they won't warp in your car. So. Everybody will come to an excuse. Everybody will have an excuse why it's not better, and that's fine. I don't care, because you're wrong. That's the nature of the beast. You can always come up with an excuse for everything, but it doesn't mean you're right. How long until someone makes a slam fire version?
I still
Pump
think
action?
this front could go.
Not long. I'll say
Maybe
that
like a little
much.
pump action on the front of that.
Nice thing about DCP blasters stuff, they're open the door for performance in the arena. This is true, and like again, if you don't want to, like, it's cool because these can both exist. Is that me?
No, it's me.
Okay.
I didn't know it slips out that easy.
They're both have their pros and cons. This is obviously smaller.
Can't really drop that.
Like, so that's right there. That's going to be a benefit to people. If you're looking for a dedicated sidearm that shoots short darts and shoots them effectively, you got this. That's not going to change. You're limited to 6 shots. You can log these things to have extended mags, but it's really goofy and I wouldn't recommend it. I've seen people do it already, which makes me kind of cringe. This, yeah, it's like, screw it. Oh, used to the Cyber Ninja.
Yeah.
20 rounds.
Done.
And a lot of people are like, well, it's not a flywheeler. It's, yeah, but you wouldn't get a flywheeler this big. Like, it's like they're always fatter, they're always more awkward, you gotta fit a battery in.
About like this size, right? Usually, or this thickness.
Freaking huge.
Yeah.
That thing is just a monster. I'll have the video up on this soon. I've shot, I think, all of the footage I need for this blaster. I need to do slow-mo footage. But yeah, this thing is massive. And honestly, this is not a good war blaster. This is a functional piece of art. It is not something you would actually use in a NERF battle, unless you really just want to have some fun. Love it though. And then it also comes down to the fact that it's like, what do you need your secondary to do? Because for a lot of people, this is going to be your best bet. Because this is just, you know, take it out and go bant, bant, or bant, and you're done. This is more of like, I would rather use this, so I'm going to run underkill. I'm going to have two primary secondaries. This, and then that thing as a backup. What if the Dart Zone Pro Mark III will be like as an LMG of some sort? I doubt they'll make a Dart Zone Pro LMG. Unless they want to try to tackle like a $300 price tag. Be cool. I'm sure it will still sell. Voice is a bit quiet. I have everything maxed out. I can't max it out any harder. It's called the Gecko. Said it like 4 times. Again, Marco, we'll have news on that later this week, I think. Later next week. There is no planned price. That's going to vary by who's making it, who's selling it, who's doing what. That's the thing with 3D printed stuff. Like, somebody can sell a Gecko at $50, but it's not going to look like that. That's the thing. Like, if you go with the cheapest option, you're often going to be disappointed. Go with a reputable distributor, like somebody you know that's good at 3D printing, stuff like that. Or, you know, the way hopefully it works is like, if you remember like my video, I don't know if I mentioned it with the Lepus, but this thing's not pretty. Like, this one, like this was sent specifically for me to do a video on. And I asked them straight up, like, is this like your best quality? And they're like, no, it's like, we rushed it out as quickly as possible. We printed it in like a couple of hours, had it in the mail in like 2 days. Okay. Because the print quality on this is not good. But it's also not something that needs to be good. It functions perfectly, and that's all I could ask for. But I have, like, this is okay. Like, it looks fine on camera, but when you get close to it, it has issues. And was it yours? No, yours was good. I think it was Valor. He got one sent to him, and it was, like, not good print quality at all.
No, mine was really good.
Yeah, mine is like, it's, I mean, I expect more. This thing is like, again, Valor said it was like, oh, it's just my standard, you know, whatever, standard quality preset, and it's beautiful. So, I think we can do better. And again, material is going to count as well. Not everybody can print PETG. What do I have that's out of PETG? Actually, that might be PETG. I don't remember. Hard to say.
I think the breaking winds are.
Yes, that is true. God, I love the breaking. That's such a good blaster.
You want me to grab it? I know where it is.
If you can get to it. This has seriously been, like, the last couple of months have been awesome for me. Because I love me some pistols. And I am getting me some pistols. leaving something in your car to get melted, that's... I mean, just don't do it. The only thing I'd worry about when it comes to, like, 3D printers, like 3D printed blasters, is, like, dropping and breaking them. God, oh, yeah. Jeez. This beast. There are people who did not believe me that this would be effective.
Of course it would.
I don't know if you guys have held this thing. This thing would be dumb effective. It's just the fact that, like, if you had, like, the sniper barrel in here, right? And then you had the mega in here, and then whatever at the top of this, and just, you basically use this, and then, oh no, somebody got close. Or, oh no, there's a shield. Or, it like, oh no, somebody got close. Oh no, they're not gone yet. Like, you have an answer to everything.
Yeah.
And I don't really know of a blaster that could do that. Like, even if you really wanted to, you could literally shoot all three at once and just blanket with every single type of dart you could imagine. It's good. It's really good. Proud Papa is just incredible. Out of Darts really outdid himself with that one. Tarek is a genius. I can't believe it. Especially the fact that how many times I've fired this thing and it has not broken.
Yeah.
Because it's 3D printed, but he prints them at like 100% infill. Thick wall boys. It's my B-Day today and I got a Rapid Strike. What is the best budget pushers? You use a stock pusher, change out the motor for like a, I guess not a Rhino, is it Valkyrie? The new budget 3S?
It's Valkyries.
Valkyrie would be a good
Yeah.
Motor for
I
a
use
pusher.
a lot of Valkyries.
But you need to have a LiPo for that. So, that's just kind of how that goes.
They're like $3 or something.
Do you still print in wood? I haven't printed wood recently, but I kind of messed, my CR10 has like pretty much everything to do wood now. You better not start that. What do I drive? Sheba, I drive a 2018 Chevy Volt. Riley, hey WALCOM, I rewatched Kamen Rider Saber. If it was as bad as you thought, and yes, it was bad. Yeah, you watch the first 12 seconds of Kamen Rider Saber, and it's horrible. My dream blaster? I mean, there's too many to count. Basically, it's the Select Fire Woozy right now. What is the best rival blaster under $100? I think at one point you probably get every rival blaster at under $100. And I would have said the Prometheus at under 100 because they were like $60 for a while.
Yeah, about 2 at Ross.
Damn it! Did you open both of them? Damn it! Boxed Prometheus is something I really want to get my hands on. But yeah, I don't know. Like, basically for me, it would be the best. My dream blaster would probably be the Woozies. Dual Woozies, printed in PETG, with LEDs like EL tape on the side of them to make them glow. I want those like techno cyberpunk dual SMGs that are basically magazine-fed shotguns. I want that 3,000 RPM, and I want to shoot 2 or 3 darts instantly. I just want brick, brick, brick. Honestly, if I had like a blaster I know I'll never get, it would be something like this that was burst spiral. Like, no bigger than this, and it'll never happen because flywheels are just massive.
Yeah.
I'd love to see some kind of advancement in flywheels. Like, I don't know what more we can do, because we've actually had a lot of advancements. The micro flywheels, and then we got the worker flywheels after that.
Yeah.
The Goblin uses those weird, like, thin flywheels.
There's a potential for a brushless small motor.
Yeah,
They're small
they already
motors.
do it. The Dominator that I saw at Ragfest, he had 3 of them or 4 of them brushless.
Yeah.
But it wasn't firing that good.
Because you have tiny quadcopters, so I know they have really small brushless motors.
Why do people follow me on Twitch when I'm not streaming on Twitch? Like, thank you, Doge God. I don't know why that keeps happening. I mean, I'd love to see what the Dart Zone Pro Mark III is, but I have a feeling it's going to be something probably like a Flywheeler, probably like a Strife. I hope it's more than that.
Other than that, I think HPA would be the way to go for a 3-round burst for something like this. But then you'd have a hose somewhere.
Exactly.
You
Maybe
see-
with CO2. Maybe with CO2 it could be done, but I don't know how you do the the 3-shot with like
Yeah, it's. I mean,
you'd have to have like some kind of solenoid something in it. It's possible. Proud Popper or Breaking Wind. They're different blasters at different budgets. If you're looking for something as a secondary, Proud Papa. If you're looking for something that's like, you know, a functional primary potentially, definitely the Breaking Wind, because that thing's just so much fun. And especially if you have a printer so you can get more shells.
yeah.
It's
Or
awesome.
if you already have a bunch of shells.
You see that gas snake? I think it's called. That I forgot his name. What he's working on. It's
Gas snake?
It's pretty much. It looks like it's gonna be CO2, and it goes on the top, and then shoots
Yeah,
out
I
the
think I
bottom.
have seen that.
Yeah.
I don't
I
think
thought
I
it was
have.
grass snake.
Yeah, I saw that like earlier. this
Grass
week.
snake?
No,
that's the
gas.
Yeah, gas snake.
Gas snake. Huh.
Yeah.
I have not heard of that.
Yeah.
I'd love to see something that's like, God, I don't know how they do it because it's like super sketch. But like, the functional parts of this thing is like, Jesus. You know, this one regulator could go on something and then have this kind of breech magazine. Like, it could be done.
I think it looks exactly like that, actually.
I wonder.
Yeah, I'll have to find it and show you or whatever.
I need to reprint this now that I have, like, I keep forgetting that I have a good printer. Oh, especially since that one's, like, breaking. Fine.
Yeah.
Should they make a Nerf blaster lineup that looked like realistic guns? No!
Yeah, it's a terrible idea.
That's a terrible idea. Nerf designs already flirt with that too much as is.
Yeah.
He's right, the gas snake was revealed on Reddit. I have not seen that. Where's me phone? Where's me phone, me boy? Going into the toxic breach. Holy crap! Thank you very much, Zine Gray. Seriously, thank you very much. Chat, you're being boring. You know what you should be doing? Spamming Zine Gray in the chat for the printer food. I'm gonna buy another roll tonight. Thank you very much.
I'll have a drink to that.
He'll have a drink, yeah. We'll have a drink to that together. Cheers, mate.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
I've not seen like a single Zine Gray. What the heck? I guess it's kind of a hard name to remember. It's like Zine Gray. That's awesome. Well, your name is up there for all of posterity. I really appreciate it. You're a legend.
Well, should we bust that box open?
What
Sure.
box?
All the thing.
Oh yeah, open that up. Let's
Alright, gonna have to move some
see
of
what
the
the
stuff.
heck
All
this
right, I'll
thing's
take
about.
care of all this stuff.
He's like just shoving all of it. God, can you imagine how much money you're just shoving in your freaking jacket? I don't want to think about that, man. That's probably like a couple. That's at least $1,000 right there, I think.
There's another. There.
For the cheapest one.
See ya.
Alright. So.
I just realized this is 90 calories per square. Jeez. So, Luchathor has a toy.
Yeah, thank you, Flux.
No problem.
It's from Daddy Flux.
Yeah, Daddy Flux.
Ocular cavity. Yes, I love my 40-round worker mags. Finding darts that work good in them is somewhat of a challenge. The hardest challenge is having a blaster that feeds them reliably because not enough people look at the Dominator. But when it works, it works.
Oh, dude. It's
Wow, those are like straight up spit wads.
it's just spit wads.
Yeah. Targets,
You got a target.
pellets, gel balls, which are illegal now, and where?
I wonder if those are the same ones that like all the other gel balls use. Yes, they are.
power.
These are illegal in China. Just dump those in my
We
beer.
got legal stuff here.
It's the good stuff, bro. These look like some kind of drug.
Oh, it's stuff.
It's like it's PEX tubing. It's straight up PEX tubing.
Nice.
Instructions?
Is it cardboard? Is the body cardboard?
Yeah.
Darn. Kind of figured. Aeon Pro versus Spectrum. I mean, they're different blasters for different situations.
Yeah.
What does that shoot? Well, apparently it shoots these gel balls and...
Shoots garb. No! Why?
It's okay, it landed on the cat. He is very confused. Now he's happy.
Connect two longer pieces with T-pole.
Oh, you have to read?
Yeah. There's no pictures. What?
I'm sorry.
The H.
I know, isn't this made for like 8-year-olds?
Yeah. I'm at least 7.
These are cool. Little
Connect
targets.
them
You put a
out.
link
Yes.
to the stream in the Discord community tab. Nobody's done that? I'm guessing
What?
Homely's been busy.
Oh my god, that's crazy. Homely never did it.
I mean, he's probably busy. I ain't gonna hold him to it.
Port A.
Yeah, I don't think gel balls are gonna take off. The coolest thing about, I think we mentioned this on stream before. Holy crap. The fact that China outlawed gel balls, we've seen like how many new crazy blasters pop up in like about a month or two, and that's during like the pandemic. Worker's new blaster is insane. I mean, that's Worker though. But we also saw somebody rip off the Woozy again. And then we also have seen somebody rip off the Sita. Somebody made a metal version of the Sita. Which is, I mean, that's just kind of how China does. If they're gonna like jump into something, they're gonna just clone an existing product. From what I saw, Jack, it looked like a rubber material. It's hard to say though what hyper is, and that could have changed completely. CSR, I have a whole review of both of them side by side. Metal Sita is weird. Is it a 5.56? NERF usually uses 7.62 sized mags. Should I pick up a Dark Zone Spectrum? Sorry, it's a.
Give me pictures.
It's been a long day. The Dark Zone Spectrum is basically a better Strife, but that's a better Strife if you're not modding. What did you think about your D-Res kit or whatever? Was that like anything special?
It was fine. The main thing I liked was the cage, because it came with what they call the Eclipse wheels or the those wheels. Yeah, they're like just a curvature wheel. But no, it seems good.
But you could put that in a Strife and get the same performance, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying the kit comes with a flywheel cage that's specifically for. Yeah, I don't know. I like it. I think it's a little spendy for what you're getting though.
How much is it?
It's like what, 40 or something like that.
So it comes with just the cage and wheels and the nose?
It's cage, wheels, and then the nose.
For $40?
Something like that.
That's not too bad in my opinion, because the wheels themselves are like probably 15.
Yeah,
bucks.
the wheels are phenomenal.
The cages, like I don't think the cages should cost. Like here's a cage right here. This took an hour and a half to print.
Yeah.
And then the nose is not that big either, right?
He did give me a couple noses, so I don't know if that's because Dr. Flux or if he normally includes a couple noses. I don't
have
know.
no idea.
But
Ow.
Luchathor can't figure out how to build a fake blaster for kids. Do I have a recon? I literally found a box of like 30 of them today.
Okay, so
Rival Takedown versus
Shot
X-Shot
interesting.
Vigilante. Rival Takedown. What's your favorite Adventure Force or Dark Zone blaster in 2020? Mine personally was the Villainator. Yeah, I'd say the Villainator was probably the best bet. Who made the Spring Thunder? Nathan, that was G-Dog.
pressure power. I like these targets.
I haven't done anything with the Gundam armor. I have all the foam and everything. I just haven't done anything with it. Haven't had time.
You're making Gundam armor?
Yeah. A long time ago. Like I built a backpack that held blasters and stuff in it. Just something I'd love to expand upon in the future. But then I bought that that Vorn Lynx backpack, which did the same thing.
Yeah, I think it's pretty nice.
What is the correct name to pronounce Dr. Flux? Is it Dr. Flux, Dr. Flux, or Dr. Flax? Well, it's Dr. Flux. A whole box of recons, to be honest, the collection you bought a dozen price. Again, we have not gone through every single box. I actually filmed a lot at the that place today. I will be hopefully editing that into a watchable video. We'll see. Can't you build it without that?
Yeah.
You don't need this.
Like, how does this thing even have like a pump? I will strangle you.
I'm trying to figure it out. I think.
Oh, so the things so you don't suck back.
Does it not tell you?
No, it's
Literally.
Where's the
not-
box?
it's like A to B to D to A to A to B, and I'm like, what? I'm gonna start over.
He needs pictures.
Yeah.
Where's the box? Just look at the box.
Is there a YouTube video? Where's my phone at?
Oh my god.
Would you?
It's gonna be like, hey kids, today we're gonna build this thing.
If
You're
you
gonna see,
can't
like,
build it, you're a moron.
Some 3-year-old is gonna build it. And they're like, I'm smarter than Luchathor. We need to have like, is Luchathor smarter than a 3-year-old?
You just call me Luchaspore.
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 Pressure power? Is that what it is? Pressure
God,
power
there's gonna be
toy.
like Ryan reviews or something.
Stop it! You're gonna break it.
Gonna build it.
No, you're not. You don't know how it functions.
I actually don't. It's like it's PVCTs, but not.
Yeah.
Like they want them to be PVCTs.
Luchaspore made by EA.
There we go. Air powered. It is a. It is like a 4-year-old.
Told you.
Oh, the box is cooler. Why do we get that box?
What box? That's a box you have.
Is it?
It's this one's white, one's black.
Okay.
NGL? I've already like lost my patience with
Gimme!
God.
Jeez,
fine.
I'm watching a video of a freaking little boy doing it, and he has a.
Whoa!
Okay. So, what'd you do?
I put things together.
Jeez. Okay.
Oh my god, it's like the worst footage ever.
I don't
Oh,
care.
this kid is so. Look at him.
Yeah,
He's wearing,
fingerless
like, this-
gloves.
He's got tactical gloves.
Yeah.
A John Cena shirt.
This kid makes more money than like all 3 of us with our YouTube channels and our day jobs combined.
Ew! That's where that goes? Why?
Can you at least give this channel a shout out?
Oh.
How do you know he's doing it right? Like legit. How
Alright,
do you know
okay, if he does it right, then we'll shout him out.
I was gonna say.
Okay.
I actually have one of those worker blowguns and I never did a video on it.
Okay, he hit it against a table.
Tonight, live, it's 3 grown men trying to build a kid's toy.
This sucks. Oh, there we go.
Where the hell is my gecko?
I don't know.
Oh, I think he has it.
You're
I mean,
over
he
there.
doesn't.
I'm over here.
Okay, yeah, we don't care about the box. I just want the PVC built.
What's my name?
Daddy Flux.
Daddy Flux.
There you go.
I do like Daddy Flux.
Did you take my popcorn? Oh, it's over there.
Maybe.
Oh, I should be watching this.
Well, you do realize all popcorn is my popcorn.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
What they didn't realize that it's loaded. I felt bad.
What a douche.
Uh,
Is that blood? Made you look. Ha! Ah, no! Ow! Fandango.
.com! Sponsor us.
Alright, what are you doing? Oh, okay, this.
So I just want to reiterate, I know this week was slow on videos. I almost died, but I got medication. And it's taken a while to get used to.
This is not a blaster.
I filmed like 5-6 videos. I've gotten everything but the talkie bits out there. So chances are tomorrow, I should have a video out tomorrow. I'm expecting to put the Rex Rampage video out tomorrow, followed by the Stega Smash, followed by like, you know, all the other things. Like, I just have so many.
This is.
Hopefully that's the way this week goes.
Where's the hopper?
I mean, I played Dooms 1 through 3. Is that the hopper? Is there no hopper?
No,
Are you
it's.
getting wrecked by a kid?
Drop.
Is that... I thought it was like a ham!
Oh my god.
I'm gonna finish the video, but it's literally a blowgun, but with. This looks like a hookah.
Somebody has turned one of these into a pipe.
It is a pipe.
It's a freaking pipe!
Somebody has done drugs out of one of these, okay?
Okay, the kid's using tape now, but we don't care.
To do drugs?
No. Oh, yeah, you know what? Don't give me the thing. Give me the cardboard. Give me. We gotta do it right. Come on. Ow!
What?
The pointy bit. Alright, so the channel is, I can't pronounce it.
That's how it goes.
Alright, I'm gonna show the camera.
What spring is in your Gecko? Yes. 10 kilograms.
Thank you, whoever this is.
Jabword?
The Blvd.
How many subscribers do they have? More?
I have more, so
36!
that's all that
Wow.
matters. Go subscribe.
Please don't.
Oh, he did.
Please don't.
He did. Air-powered monster truck video 2 days ago. Alright, I might have to watch that later.
Like, he just comes back and he's like, dude, no, this kid's legit.
Bruh.
Bruh.
Is it as good as the Ocular? It's a pretty good drum. I wouldn't say it's as, I mean,
I said drug.
the Infamous drum is really cool. It technically would be better, but it doesn't look better. And that's the problem. Are you going to review the Ultra Dorado? Well, I'm going to review the Scream Machine. I don't know if I'll pick up a Dorado now. Assuming we still get it. Who am I kidding? I'll have to pick one up.
Ow.
So I did actually finally get the Jupiter.
Yeah.
Like, that's what that box out there is. It's I bought a Jupiter finally. Because they popped back up on Walmart.
Oh, nice.
Mm.
Cost me $50. You know what the worst thing is? Not happy about this. So, I want to say 3-4 months ago, I bought a second Titan
garbage,
CS50. Because I gave it to Lucha, and then I had a need for one. I bought it, and it was in the back of my mind that I wanted to get a second one to do dual Titan.
Why did you want this thing?
I was gonna do it, and I held off. Go look at the price of a new Titan CS50, even a used one. They're like $300 now, and I don't even need the drum. I just need the Titan. It doesn't even need to be functional. I am upset.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Lucha.
Would you stop?
Is that seriously all it is?
Yeah.
I thought it was a ham.
I thought it was too. I was wondering
I
like
wouldn't
how
even
this
bought
thing
it.
works like a ham.
I'm sorry, I wouldn't even bought it.
I need tape. You have tape here?
Just throw it away. Just throw it away.
It'd be out in the garage.
Alright,
It's
no,
okay.
Not
It's fine,
worth
just
it.
throw it away.
Not
What's
worth
the
it.
tape for?
Oh, maybe the for the for some body work.
Some body work.
Super glue.
That's not no.
Well, I'm taking these targets.
No, we have to test it out.
No. Okay, fine.
I swear to God, these are LSD.
Give me. Don't bogart it, dude.
I'm Bogarting.
Somebody want to donate $100 so Luchathor eats one of these?
You're gonna die, dude. That's like pure lead.
Yeah, it'd probably like swell up in your system.
I've eaten worse.
Why don't you chew it
Aren't
up?
those supposed to be
So
wet?
this is what it's supposed to shoot.
Are they?
Yeah, you're supposed to get them wet, I thought.
No. Yes.
What the heck?
Where the F did it just? It was in there.
It probably
Sir.
fell into the handle.
Oh my
Oh.
God! It might have.
The other handle? Okay, okay. I might have to use it upside down.
It's a tonfa. You want to tilt the camera up a little bit, so
Alright, I'm gonna load this upside down because freaking.
and move it a little bit more towards you.
If only Discovery discovered a better product to play with.
What do you know about pressure power? Did you know?
All I know is there
the
was
space-
0 pressure and 0 power.
Did you know that space astronauts wear pressurized spacesuits?
Where is it?
Because there's no
Air.
air in outer space. Lucha, did you know that?
My beer.
I was trying to look for something that.
Use thermite.
Fun fact. In physics, pressure is defined as the force...
Whoa. Can we crony
I
that?
was gonna say.
Alright.
Where's Bert when you need him? He'll run that in a war.
Yeah, jeez.
Oh god.
This is subjective to his lungs.
Sir? Where do they go? That's my question. Okay.
Let me see these things. Oh, you're eating them.
It literally like teleports to
All right.
another dimension.
One more time.
This is quality.
It fell out. I just saw it fall out.
I don't
just
want to
saw-
say. How long do you think we've been going
What, with this piece of
with this whole stream?
I don't know.
Like I'm already ready to tap out,
Tap out.
and we're not even an hour.
What
in.
are you doing?
What are you doing? Lucha, he paid money
We
for
broke
that!
him! He's broken. He's broken.
It's okay, I'm still using it.
Alright.
Oh no. What is this? Oh, it's my mouse.
Alright, so
You got to crony it!
your task is
what
to
I'm
make
doing.
this at 100 FPS.
What?
We didn't even try shoving darts in it.
There we go.
What kind of darts will fit in there?
Alright.
None! We got brass.
Skip class, use brass. Would you? Sir, okay. Not now. Alright. Crony, please.
100 FPS!
Oh my god, it's better than every Nerf blaster ever made ever.
Wow. Ah!
Nerf, you're being put out of business by
Let me see it.
Discovery
Here,
Channel.
And the cool thing is, it comes with 2 of them.
Shoot a dart.
Okay.
Have faith in a dart, dude.
Alright, let's crony a dart.
We're gonna crony a
We're
dart.
gonna have to... Hey, it's real low too. See?
Alright. Now we're doing this superior Adventure Force ammo. That's not even gonna leave the barrel, is it? Oh my god!
Holy shit, it's better than Nerf.
Diddy!
Better than a hammer shot!
Mega?
Not to Mega?
Oh my god.
Ultra?
I put it at the end. Ultra?
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
I was gonna say, like, when I saw that, I'm like, oh my god, this might actually be a thing.
Number 1 Ultra Blaster of all time. Holy shit!
Are you ready for this?
Discovery! Discovery made it! The Ultra 17.
The Ultra Disappointment.
That's literally better than most Ultra Blasters.
It seemed pretty accurate, too.
And cheaper. That thing was $12.
That's still too much.
And your dignity. Mega's not gonna fit.
I can't believe that.
Yeah. You could twist fit it.
Don't shove that Mega Dart in there. Oh.
Better than the Ultra 1. You're right. A Wazi Nerf. I'd like to see for the Dark Zone. Dark Zone. That's the next super brand. Dark Zone.
I'm tired.
Yeah, I need another energy drink.
That was a lot.
Like,
Oh wait, can I put a lot of these in there and shoot?
Here, you can do one of these.
Would you, sir? What the H?
Crossfire.
Alright.
So, will you run that in a war?
He would just to pretend to be Brett.
Alright, let's see how many of these.
Oh yeah, sound warning. Now my microphone usually dells that stuff pretty good.
Alright. Ooh, now it's an SBR.
What are you guys' thoughts on this thing? I haven't done a video on it quite yet, but what do you think about a tiny strife? Where the hell are all my magazines?
Yes.
I have them over here.
He stole them.
I have all the magazines.
I will mag all your zines.
Here we go.
Tiny strife. For $65, pre-built. You can get them right now. I haven't done the video yet.
Those went everywhere.
Are you gonna pick those up?
Maybe. Yeah.
Can't even find them. Full of
Cheeto?
crap.
It's a short barrel. Those are
Can
the
you take those away from him?
Yeah. Might be for the best.
Ow!
The fittings don't even work!
Oh my...
So I'm fine with the grip, but both of them complained that it was too small.
Yeah.
trying to figure out how he makes money off this.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, I guess they're 3D printed wheels. So it's really just the motors and the,
Here you go.
the wire and the
Cool, there's one.
It all
micro
fell
switch, which
apart.
really,
No,
really-
like literally, put that on there.
even if you bought the motors at cost, those are $14.
They don't fit.
Micro switch is probably $2 or $3.
I don't know.
mean,
I don't know what you've done.
You don't.
I guess that's even if you count filament, it's not much filament. Like,
So
man,
this is ultra
it-
barrel
like,
material.
498. There,
pretty
you are
much.
cutting those margins really thin. Okay, Flux.
Yes.
Can you give me that triple shot espresso thing in the fridge? I might
Sure.
fall asleep. Might as well grab that pizza too. Pizza time, yeah.
Oh, there you go. Now it's a Sten.
What would you rate the Worker Swordfish King? You gotta be more descriptive. There's more than one Worker Swordfish. Why does that thing I thought it was a ham.
No, I thought so too, because it was like, oh, does this like need an
We just wanna put
O-ring?
this on the table?
Yeah, it's fine.
We're gonna take a break to eat. Pizza time.
ASMR? Asmer?
Oh, can you grab those, the sauce? I can dip my pizza in it. Switch cameras here.
Thank you, Flux, for the tobacco pipe.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
Yeah, no problem, man.
It's gonna.
There we go.
I haven't smoked a freaking tobacco pipe in a long
I was
time.
gonna say, what are you about to say?
No.
I've been smoked up.
Sir, this is on YouTube.
Oh, sorry.
Really?
All I do is spin it. This thing is just no. Well, thank you for the ultra
I had
barrel
Little
material.
Caesars just last night. Yeah, it's like our good.
He took too long. Ow! Why? Yeah. Bored with it now. Thank you, Flux.
We have a saying in my house. Can I? Can I?
I might need new friends.
Decent.
Yeah, the thing with
Oh.
I actually don't think Little Caesars is that bad. And I worked in like a really high-end pizza place for
What, Domino's?
7 years. No, like a custom one.
Oh, Tony's.
Latinos?
I tell you, dealing with these two, that's why I use Starbucks triple shot espresso with extra strength.
Well, he's
There's
me now
always
with the
plugs.
Red Bull.
There's always plugs.
Always.
Even when we're not
We'll
on
have,
stream.
we'll have next stream. We'll have some PSAs. I didn't have time today.
He does this even when we're not streaming. He just constantly does plugs.
Really takes the edge off. You have a Luchathor. You just gotta have the best. Starbucks triple shot espresso. Grocery stores, refrigerator. I mean, I've already had coffee that's basically the same, or beer that's basically the same thing. Those Pabst Blue Ribbon or whatever coffees. You like KFC? Do people not like KFC? Like, I'm trying to imagine somebody be like, yeah, I do not like KFC.
I like it.
I think it's alright.
Would you prefer Popeyes or KFC?
Popeyes.
Yeah, Popeyes is way.
I'd go Popeyes.
I'd prefer even Church's.
Never had it.
Their chicken's better, in my opinion.
I've never had it.
I was like, well, we need to do that next time we hang out.
Looking forward to it.
I really can't, like, turn the microphone up any hotter.
Oh, they can't hear us?
Yeah, they're having problems. Like, it's reading on my microphone, but it's not loud enough.
They could hear the pig goose.
Like, if there was a way I could boost it more, like, the gain on the microphone is maximum, all the stuff's turned off. Like, it's just not a microphone that's made for this. Give me a second.
Sorry, I bought you a crappy present.
That's fine.
I thought it was gonna be good.
That's fine.
Testing.
I'll do better next time.
It's fine. No, I'll make it. I'll use the barrels are good for ultra for some reason.
Yeah, there you go.
Testing. Testing.
Hello.
Testing.
Hello.
Okay, if you get too excited, you may pop the mic.
Okay.
Okay.
How's that? Blah!
Marshmallows?
Hopefully that's a little bit better. Okay.
What if those are edible?
Probably are.
Well, I'm assuming they're for kids, so they probably are. Like,
Yep.
non-toxic.
Yeah.
Make little Billy trip hard.
Let me read the box first.
Dude, it's like peeking the mic. Give me a second.
Said marshmallows, right?
Glowing foam pellets.
Oh.
Oh, it's radioactive.
Oh, yeah, they are radioactive. You know, for kids.
Alright, I'll eat one.
You're not eating. It's not.
No, they give you money to do that.
No.
Yeah.
This looks so tasty. Hi, Cat.
Hi.
You wanna... I mean, there's a lot of background audio now, right, guys?
Uh-oh.
Nope.
Someone's eating.
Slam City says KFC is meh. It's been a... Well, we had it when we were moving everything. I thought it was okay.
I don't have any problem. I like their mashed potatoes and biscuits and extra crispy chicken.
I'm an original guy myself.
Is there a donation?
Yeah.
So Slam City donated $10 to say KFC is meh.
Okay.
Thank you very much. And then Tony Dye, Rolf Wood, and Alex Beretta all subscribed. So you three are awesome, but Slam City's better. If I had to choose a favorite song, it would be the Slam City.
Slam it.
You want to turn off the air purifier?
I don't know if I can reach that.
Touch the power button. Yeah, this is not the right microphone for this application at all. Not at all. I don't think I've ever actually had a burger from Five Guys.
Oh, they're great.
I've had 3.
3 guys or
3 burgers.
At
Okay.
once, elbow deep.
I've eaten there 3 times.
I've eaten there a few times. It's really good.
Because they cook everything in like peanut oil.
Yeah, they're really good.
Yeah.
So I was watching General Sam's do a video today, and he was eating the Chick-fil-A. It's like, I don't like Chick-fil-A that much. Especially, you know, for the reasons they just seem to hate people.
Yeah.
But, man, could I go for a chicken sandwich. And then we went to the store. I asked, because I was like texting the wife, I'm like, what's the odds of me being able to get one of those chicken sandwiches? Like 0. I'm like, oh, they must have gotten rid of them. We go to the store and they had them hot and ready.
Nice.
But I had to have to wait for somebody to help me get it out of it, so I was like, ask her and I'll wait. When are we doing here Nerf War? It might be Carl's Jr. for you guys. I actually like Carl's Jr. It's I would put it on like the same tier as Jack in the Box.
I think it's a little better.
Yeah, I
Me
like
personally.
them
It's
better.
been a long. I haven't eaten there in probably 5-6 years.
They're like luxurious. The one I have.
I mean, Burger King's been pretty good to me recently.
The problem I have with Carl's Jr. is I don't like sweet on burgers, and their sauces have a lot of sweet in them.
See, I like it sometimes. Depends
Yeah.
on the burger.
Yeah. I still think Five Guys is better. Like Five Guys is really up there.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It sucks because I've been kind of craving them lately. Like I want to get a burger, but they've been like out of the way.
Yeah, I haven't had them. I think we had them once when I lived in Boise, and I think we only just got a bunch of fries from them, which were pretty good.
Yeah.
I like those like greasy, stringy fries.
I like how they're like they fill you the cup, dump it in the bag, and then fill the cup again. And they're like, "Here's your large."
And then they just dump it again. Like, you get the bag. It's just
Isn't it
all
like if you
grease.
order a small or something, they give you more fries? I can't remember how that worked.
Yeah. You get a lot of fries.
Yeah, I had a milkshake from there one time, and they're like, "Do you want bacon in it?" And I'm like, "Wait, what?"
Yes.
And I'm like, "Wait, what?" And they're like, "Yeah, bacon. You know, chop it up." And I'm like, "Yeah." It was really good.
Yes. Kill me, please.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that was a few years ago, but I was like, yeah, please, yeah.
McDonald's is comfort food. I want to call McDonald's good. Like, if I
Yeah.
had a choice, normally I want to go, but I don't think there's a day in the week I couldn't go like, man, double cheeseburger would be nice right now.
Yeah.
The thing that stopped me going to McDonald's was I got like a burger from them. It's one of their like mixed signature Blvds.
Oh,
It was like $11, and I got one, and I thought it was great. And I went back like 2 or 3 weeks later and got another one. Like we sat down to eat, and they gave me it was like, it was a $9 burger, and it was like with like a little patty with a little bit of sauce and a little bit of like I was so mad.
Yeah.
I actually was about to get up and be like, "Excuse me, what the heck is this? This is a $9 burger. Can you take this back and give me like 3 quarter pounders or something? Like this is ridiculous."
I like their sweet tea.
McDonald's? So I bought a NERF Ultra Wanted. The first came right out. 75 FPS, and the advertisers shoot over 120 feet. I'm never going to go. I bought an Aeon Pro today. I was happy thinking of modding, should I? Man, that is a loaded statement.
Yeah.
I mean, there's really not a whole lot to mod about the Aeon Pro unless you know what you're doing.
Yeah, like a brass barrel would make it more consistent. But other than that, yeah. You could put a stronger spring in it, but it's almost not necessary.
You can paint it, I guess.
Yeah.
That's modding, right?
I guess, yeah.
Wendy's is good. The problem I have with Wendy's is like it's more expensive than Five Guys.
It is?
Yeah, it's
Wendy's?
stupid. Yeah, you go get a
Depends,
Baconator.
yeah.
It's like $13 for a double Baconator.
Huh.
Yeah.
And it's not even like a huge burger.
Yeah.
Like, the best thing we used to get from Wendy's was, they had like their chicken wraps, like Caesar chicken wraps. And those were like $2.50 or $3. It's like a chicken strip in a small tortilla with a little bit of sauce and lettuce.
I used to get a few junior bacon cheeseburgers. That's my go-to.
Yeah, that's like $20 right there if you get a few of them.
A
They're
few?
expensive. They're like $3 or $4
I remember
each
when they were
now.
99 cents.
No. Like, freaking, they are so expensive, but they have like the best fries.
Yeah, they're
If I'm not getting like Jack in the Box curly fries, then Wendy's has like the best straight fries. Like, I don't even know what, like, the only thing I like from McDonald's is like, yeah, can I get a double cheeseburger and McChicken? And I went there the other day and got a couple double cheeseburgers like $3 now. They used to be $1. Like, I can't believe how far. Like, everyone's like, yeah, you get a McChicken and a McDouble for $2. It's like, no, they're like $3 each now. I don't know what the heck happened.
Yeah, it's weird. The regular McChicken is like $1 something, but then a spicy McChicken is like $3.
Spicy McChickens are better.
Yeah, so.
Laughs in Michigan. I downloaded this is going to sound really dumb. I downloaded the Jack in the Box app. I wanted to see if the Jack in the Box near me was open because I went there. I used to go there like, oh, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I just wake up, take the wife to work, and then go get something from Jack in the Box on my way home. They were closed, which was weird to me because they're supposed to be 24/7.
Yeah.
So I used the app to make sure that they were open. And it's like 2 ultimate cheeseburgers for like $6 or something like that. I'm like, those things are usually like $6 each. They're not bacon ultimate cheeseburgers, but like ultimate cheeseburgers, and like, yeah, it's so I'm just like, oh, my son, like the Jack Box app has drastically increased my calorie intake. Junior chicken is way cheaper. God, I really hope this mic is sounding okay, because I am super worried it's not. I might be able to turn the attack up on the thing.
What's up? Sorry.
Are you a fries and frosty person? I don't think I've ever done that.
I have. It's delicious.
Yeah, I
It
wouldn't
is
imagine
good.
it being bad.
Vanilla ice cream with fries is really good.
I think, what was it? I believe I saw the commercial, but it's like the dipping the fries in McDonald's in the barbecue sauce.
Wait, what?
Well, it's like freaking like Travis Scott or whatever when he was doing his
Oh,
like,
yeah,
thing. It's
yeah.
like it's the barbecue sauce and for dipping your fries in. I'm like,
Yeah.
is that not a thing people do? Am I weird for doing that?
No, I do that.
Yeah.
Fries and barbecue is fine. I thought you meant in ice cream also. I was like, ugh.
I could freaking kill for McFlurries.
Is that what we're doing after stream?
I don't think we'll get a chance because one, their machine's probably broken. There's a website for that now,
Oh.
and two, I think they close at like 4 p.m. because nobody buys McDonald's.
Oh.
But man, you know what?
What are you talking about? I go to McDonald's all the time at like 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, mine's like 30 minutes off the freeway.
Jeez.
Let me check.
Hey,
It's been a long time
they're
since
eating again.
What?
They eat a lot.
Yeah, that's all they do. That's their only source of joy.
That's the only. Hey, what do you want to do today?
Yeah.
Why do you think they're squeaking? Like, they have food.
I relate.
They just squeak for food because that's all they know. Bagel, 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 bagel.
What do you want to do today? Eat.
Where's the crinkle
Oh.
bag?
So just ate. What do you want to do? Let's eat. Oh, there they go.
It's like popping the mic every single time. I don't know how you guys are saying that sounds better. Hey, Ufu.
I got popcorn again.
Nice.
Popcorn?
I'm good. They're open till 10 p.m. So yeah, I guess we could go get McFlurries tonight. Anybody else feeling a McFlurry?
Yeah, I could do
They
it.
still do like a Reese's one, or are they like dumb flavors now?
Dung?
Dumb.
Oh.
What the heck? What are my friends doing?
Dung flavored.
No, they dumb flavors like
It's that freaking
Ginger root.
Do you guys ever watch Nathan For You?
No.
He did that. He had the ice cream shop open up a shit flavor, a poop flavor.
Jeez.
That show's great.
WALCOM, do you like Arby's? I don't mind Arby's.
I
but
love Arby's.
Arby's is also one of the most expensive places to eat. Like, I can't get a meal at Arby's for like $15 for some reason.
I like their mozzarella sticks.
God, yeah.
You ever get the Meat Mountain?
I've done it a
I
couple
haven't.
times,
I
and
need to.
dude, it will mess your stomach up.
Before I go on a diet, I need to have a
the
meat
thing
meal.
I do is I just have to take the chicken tenders out and eat them separate.
Oh, what a lame-o.
Aren't they like $20 or something like that, though?
I don't
It's
remember.
so-
I think it was like...
I
yeah.
can't dislocate my jaw to.
And only certain Arby's will do it. Luckily, the one by
well,
my
you
work
have to
did
be
it.
confident when you ask for it. You can't
Yeah.
just walk up and be like, so.
Hi, I like making
well-
bad choices. Can I have a meat mountain, please? And a large milkshake?
I'm pretty sure we have to like censor that.
Wow.
America, everybody.
They got the meats.
Does Arby's still have the Meat Mountain?
That's a Montana Meat Mountain.
How many calories are in a Meat Mountain?
It's like 3...
It's only like 1,300. That's not even that
It's like
bad.
if you have to ask, don't eat one.
Yeah.
I used to eat Arby's a lot as a kid because like the nearest Arby's was like Olympia. We lived in Ocean Shore, so it's like an hour, so we barely got it. But and somebody else asked if like we eat like Subway. Like, what's your opinion on like Subway?
I love, was it BMT? That's my go-to.
Their steak, whatever reason, like Subway's steak, it's like the weirdest crap.
Yeah.
But for some reason, it's good.
I'm
Like I love their Philly steak or whatever.
I usually get their, what is it? Like, just a... No, whatever. Sandwich. I don't remember what kind. I haven't been in Subway in a while.
turn it into a food stream. Fast food stream.
We still have to unbox the cheetah a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
But Quiznos used to be the best.
I haven't had Quiznos in about 4 or 5 years.
It's been longer. It's probably been 8 or 9 years for me. And that's when they were starting to kind of go downhill, in my opinion. When I was like 13, 14, like when Quizno, I swear Quizno didn't come out until like the late 90s. Maybe it was earlier, but I don't remember them until they had that freaky puppet commercials and stuff like that.
I didn't eat there.
They were amazing.
I didn't eat until 2007, 2006 is the first time I tried Quiznos.
Yeah, I'd say about the same for me. Because I had it, the only time I've had it was in Colorado, and I went on like a huge road trip with my family. We went to Mexico, Disneyland, Colorado, Utah, then home. Or Utah, then Colorado. We did like a huge road trip.
Wow.
My butt hurts just thinking about that much driving.
Oh, what about Charlie's subs? Have you tried those?
I haven't.
I think it's called Charlie's.
So, I think we had Jersey Mike's once.
Yeah, Jersey Mike's is good.
And that was, I don't think I got the right thing, but it was okay. Firehouse Subs was our go-to. That one of those opened up while we were in Boise.
I think I had
It opened
that
up
before.
right next to Five Guys.
Yeah, I've had one of those.
And they were really good. We ate there a lot, but that's like $15 for a sub. But man, that was good.
Lucha got that Justice juice.
Justice Juice? That's amazing.
Yep.
Justice Juice. If they do not have an ad campaign of them just like slamming racists with Twisted Tea.
I like that picture I saw of someone with like a holster with one of these in it. And he's like, oh, I almost forgot this when I left home.
You know I carried that thing on me. Firehouse Subs is the best. They are really good.
Yeah, they're good.
I'm trying to think of like what we've been...
Jimmy John's.
Jimmy John's has been kind of like my go-to.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy
the
John's is good.
Beach Club.
There's like never a time I have Jimmy John's in this.
And what's the bacon? God, what was it? It's BLT. Whatever that's
the
really
gargantuan. But I got something different last time I went, and I really liked it. I liked it more. I'm trying to remember what it was. What did you use to make your Ultra 4 Shoot Elite darts? Literally half-inch CPVC.
I need a mod Ultra 1 to shoot elite darts.
Has somebody done that?
I can't. Have they? I haven't seen it.
Yeah, there's like
the
a
Ultra
kit,
1,
I think.
I guess it'd just be like... I think I've seen somebody bypass the lock.
Yeah, I
I
can
don't
do all
remember seeing
that.
if anybody...
I can do all
I
that.
still wouldn't want to. You can fit so many more darts in
I
one of
know.
those. And
I
it's
was,
like...
I was hoping someone would do a drum, like half dart or something.
Yeah.
I really hope, what was it, like 60 round drum? The one that the dart zone leaked? It's like the Spartan or something like that. I think it was 60 dart drum.
Oh.
I think it's cool when they utilize an outer and inner ring.
The Villainator's amazing. Like, I get it, you can't really mod it, but man, the Villainator's so good.
It's literally like the best stock blaster.
Yeah, I can't, it's basically the first Slamfire stock blaster since the Pyragon that's like, you have to have one.
Yeah.
Like, very often, like, it has slam fire, it's good. But rarely, like, you can slam fire the pistol, the Super Drum Magnum, which is
Magnum,
awesome.
okay.
But it is very clunky.
What about the Super Drum? The X shot?
It doesn't have slam fire.
It doesn't? Okay.
No. And you also have to swap between the top and bottom,
yeah.
which is so bad.
Yeah.
The Spartan takes Villainator drums, well, we don't know. I could have swore it was 60 darts, though.
Yeah, the other thing is that Super Drum, I saw someone made it breaks up the airflow to 2, so you can do 2 shots out of the Super Drum. I was going to do a 2-shot Tuesday thing on that.
Huh.
Or just a...
That'd be better. It'd be like a shotgun.
Yeah.
I wonder how good it would hit.
Yeah, it's
though.
the air... Yeah, or the... Because now you're shooting 2 darts.
Didn't Valor use like a cut down exploder string, and I think he got like 130, 140 FPS out of the Turbo Advance?
I don't know.
I'm a grown-ass man that plays within mods, children, toys, watching 3 other grown-ass men that do the same thing, talking about food. This is great. Troy, that's just living, buddy. Like, we're here to entertain. I know it's a little bit weird tonight. I think we're all, like, we've had a pretty ragged day. Just tried running all over. We went to the storage unit, we went to town, got food, stuff like that. We tried to get a couple of video things done. Like, we're running ragged. We're doing our best. Yeah, we're going to talk about food. I mean, none of us are thin.
We're
And
thick.
also, like, the only difference between a thin person and a skinny person is so some skinny people eat more than fat people, and they don't have to do crap.
Yeah, like my brother eats 5 pounds of pasta. I'm skinny.
Yeah, I had a roommate that literally did nothing but play Halo 2 or Halo 3, drink Mountain Dew by the gallon, and eat Hot Pockets. And he never gained a pound. And he would not work out at all. It was dumb. I hated it. but he also had like the worst acne. Like, jeez.
Yeah.
I didn't take it as you hated me, Troy. And like, as for like, oh, it's for kids, like, go take toys. It's like, I think shooting stuff is a universal enjoyment. I wouldn't count like, oh, it's a Nerf gun. Like, I could give any adult usually a Nerf gun, like, regardless of gender, and they would have some amount of joy. Yeah. There is something fun about having a blaster and shooting a dart and being like, oh, that's fun. It's safe, so it's for kids, and I can shoot my nephew with it. Like, there are reasons to like this hobby, but when people say like, oh, it's for toys. Well, Luchathor can grab his stupid Lynx that hits 330 FPS and has slam fire, and this thing will welt the crap out of you. This thing will punch a hole through this pizza box without even trying. Check out the YouTube stories. I did 2 shorts with it. I actually wonder how those are doing right now. Like, it is dumb. Like, I'm going to shove the spring into mine. Like, I don't mind. I don't know how I'm going to do the brass. It's going to be rough because I don't have the spacer.
Yeah, and I could show you.
I'll have to see if they still sell those.
The what now?
The sleeve?
Yeah, it's on. Yeah, I got a front line from.
Is it like cheap?
For the full 18, it was
Man,
like
he's pounding that.
it's like $13. No, 15. Something like
That was with the scar, which in my opinion doesn't work very well.
that. Yeah, mine works pretty decent actually.
So what's the O-ring on the?
Not a reason. I just put it on there.
There's always a reason. Wow.
So I had to flare that out, but
Yeah, I'm gonna pick one of these up. This is just some other.
yeah,
But he found it. I'm not gonna look for this on Amazon or something. So.
yeah,
And it comes in an 18-foot segment.
yeah. It's the biggest size I have.
Wait, I may have an answer to this.
Oh, you're a thick boy. Maybe.
Yeah, can you grab the thick boy brass that's next to my shotgun over there?
But yeah, like I love this thing. Like literally, it's so
I don't
easy.
think it'll be that thick, but
Yeah, so easy to take the spring out. It's 1 pin.
no, it's slightly not enough. If we could find something that sleeves over this,
Yeah,
I'll just buy it. I'll probably put an order in.
and actually, since yours is thicker, I think yours is gonna fit better in this sleeve too than mine. Because I use the thinner walled stuff.
No,
No,
it's too thick.
is it? Okay.
Yeah,
So
I'll have to pick that up because I want that. I'm never going to use my Lynx. Like, if I'm going to use my blaster in like a war, I'm probably just going to use the pistol.
Yeah.
Since it's like most wars are 130 to 150 anyway, and I want my Lynx like 330 FPS slam fire is stupid.
Okay, there we go.
My favorite flywheel blaster, probably the Dominator. If you're asking Sahane. WALCOM, Jet Blaster Cedar, or Nexus Pro. I'm gonna say Cedar. Fight me. Nothing?
What?
What's Cena?
Sorry, I'm gonna put this back together. I had an excuse.
Because you played around a lot with your Nexus Pro. Do you love the Nexus Pro?
I don't love it, but for what it is, it's really good.
I have a few of them. And why, you ask?
No.
Okay. Fine.
Okay, I'll buy.
Because
Why?
it's easy to just toss to people. Here you go.
Yeah.
Here you go. Let's go play.
Yeah, it's a really good loner blaster.
So in that regard, I like it. Is it my personal, like, oh, this is what I... No.
No, I'd rather use a Retaliator clone. That's kind of my thing. It's like, I'd rather just use a Retaliator.
I want to build out that Pharaoh with the short dart kit. I think
That is going to be
I think it's going to be really good.
video. Mine will be here Wednesday, I hope.
Mm.
Yeah.
The kit, hopefully. Like, he bought me a new Pharaoh since I gave him my old one.
Mm.
And we bought that Pharaoh kit on stream. That is in San Francisco as of today. So it could be here like Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
That is going to be a massive thing because if that does hit. Now I read that he didn't use the spring. Whoever got like 250 FPS out of it, they used something else, like a cut down,
Like a Chrono Spring, probably.
something like that.
Because yeah, I think that's the only thing that would fit. Because I tried putting the Magic, the Silver Fox.
The K25?
Yeah, and it's slightly too big. So I think a Chrono Spring would.
I was wondering about that.
Yeah, a Chrono Spring would fit. Like if you get an 18 case or even a 14.
But I think just dropping in the kit for. So you buy a Pharaoh for $50-$60.
Hopefully
And then
on sale
you-
though, but yeah.
Yeah, but whatever. You buy it, then you spend what, $40 on the drop-in kit, and you drop in the kit, and you get $175 bolt action. That bolt prime is
Oh,
really
it's nice.
good.
I like it.
If it hits that, I'll be like straight up, like this is totally worth.
Yeah.
But if I throw that spring in there and I can get like 200, 220, if it hits as hard as L-Chan and
Yeah, I was
it's
gonna
still
say.
a really relatively
It's a
safe
nice,
bolt,
smooth.
yeah, I'm gonna be mad.
Yeah.
Like it's not gonna replace L-Chan, but like L-Chan is a beast. to
Yeah.
prime.
I like that it comes with the metal
Hey, Daniel.
bolt too. Like the front bit that actually pushes the dart.
Oh,
Yeah, what is the internals look like on the Pharaoh? Is it geared?
Yeah.
Yeah.
that might be why the prime is so light. Everybody hates on gears, but when they work, they work.
Yeah. Like I personally do not like gears, but yeah, they do work.
I haven't played TF2 since like 2011.
Did the work for you. Whoa.
Do I like deep dish pizza? Is there anybody who doesn't like deep dish pizza?
I love that thing.
You can put them in a toaster. I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
Like the person in a toaster?
No, the pizza, bro.
I got an air fryer.
Put that. in
Air
the-
frying pizza's good.
I was looking at the latest and greatest. It's a pressure air fryer? Pressure cooking air fryer?
Yeah, I've seen those.
Whoa, that
Yeah.
sounds magic.
Yeah.
It's for like frying and pressure, like smoking a
Yeah.
brisket.
I guess. I don't know.
I don't even know what to use that for.
I was looking at it at Costco. I was like, ooh, what's this?
I'm not missing out on anything. I've gotten more than enough TF2. And it was like not even the best game ever when it came out, so last time I played was when like Man vs. Machine dropped. And now it's so old. Yeah! Oh, it's got suicide dart holders. Which look like they're made for full lengths. Why, worker? Why?
Why not?
I can think of several reasons.
Yeah.
The only thing is like that trigger needs to be sanded down.
Yeah.
'Cause that's rough. It's actually an interesting question. So, I want to price this out again, but it's like this is like $30, and we get about 220 FPS out of this. Like you have to like ramrod the dart. What is that worth? You don't have to mod it. You just put it together. Single shot. I mean that's more powerful than an Aeon Pro. But that's magazine fed.
Yeah. And then my Aeon Pro with just swapping the breach out, it was hitting 175.
Can
Now-
this take a Silver Fox?
It probably could, but it's too long, so you probably have to trim it. I was gonna shove it in there, but I haven't tried it.
So this is not the upgraded spring.
Technically, no. That's the I put in a 14K Chrono Spring, which is about the same as what the kit comes with.
Needs a scar barrel. I agree. We have a scar barrel for it somewhere.
Yeah, I have.
We have so many scars.
I do. Like,
You want to know how I got these scars? I went to Monkey Mods. Chucking. Nah, you're gonna blow that off the second you.
no, I've done it.
Oh my god, fine. You gotta test a scar barrel inside my house? Really? Bruh. Bruh.
What do you want me to shoot?
It doesn't matter, because, like, my house is 12 feet long.
Okay.
I live in a hamster cage. Shoot Flux. Oh god, could you imagine?
I can shoot this box.
There's a box right now.
Can I shoot this Discovery
How'd
box?
you get so good at spinning
Sure.
blasters? I'm not good at spinning blasters.
Oh!
I peed a little. I'm not actually good at spinning blasters. See? I'm fat and long barrels. See, that thing I can't really do is spin them the other way. Like I can't shallow shock at it. Damn it.
Put this back on.
So fat. So I grabbed that. I want to see what it looks like with the balls. Where's that box at?
It's right here.
Do a different angle.
Yeah, I was gonna say, should we clear this a bit?
A little bit.
I'll move my Justice juice.
Justice. Me and my Justice Knight.
Yeah.
I wish we could like zoom in somehow. Oh wait, we could. You know what? Give me a second.
Was that a yawn or something else?
I don't know.
Just say something else.
It's something else.
Yeah. Yeah, you know. Empanadas.
Why?
What?
Does that happen? You're summoning piggies.
Big ooh.
Worker Chia. Does this come with balls?
Yeah.
Wow.
Comes
Impressive.
with like 6.
So they make their own balls now.
I think they always did.
Yeah.
They did? Oh, okay. I will have to inspect these balls.
Alright, so the first thing I want you to do is just keep pulling the trigger. I want to see if it has that same squeakiness.
Squeakiness.
I have to see. Okay, it was just that first one for some reason.
Oh, that.
Yeah,
Oh, that's Garbo.
yeah, the stock spring.
Oh, that's really bad.
Yeah, you have to. That's what came with the kit.
What is this?
If you want to put a brake around it.
Okay, I have a better camera. What is that?
Balls. Balls.
It's a product that's not even out yet. Exhibition. Use softball bullets. Please reverse the instructions from step 5.
Ooh, good density.
I mean, that really does not feel.
Yeah, that spring.
That's awful. It's like, what, just shove it?
Yeah, all
Shove
the way
them
down.
Oh my god.
Shove all the balls in.
Yeah. And then there's one up here too.
Why?
Because worker.
Worker.
It's like, that's why, like...
Bruh.
I'll take it. Flux will take it.
It's gonna be loud stream, I'm sorry. 75?
It went in the cat's legs.
I'm gonna do another one. Is that really just as good as it's?
Yeah.
What was their plan here?
I'll take this one.
I don't know why they didn't just
Yeah.
make it not rival.
Okay, well, 95, but I still don't.
Whatever.
And if you shotgun it, it'll shoot 2. 3 won't work.
It's too loose for that.
Yeah.
Loosey-goosey.
So, like, yeah, on a blaster by itself, it's almost not worth it.
Ooh, what is that? Is that safety?
Yeah.
That's a really crappy safety.
Yeah. Did you notice mine's gone?
I thought it'd be like a D prime or something. I guess it doesn't need one, but wow, like, bruh, I don't know what to think. Stream is getting kind of choppy. I can't do anything to fix it.
But yeah, Dark Kid, obviously. That's the way to go.
Yep.
Yeah, there's something going on with the internet.
Dun, dun, dun.
Give me a second.
Damn it, piggies.
What I haven't tested is the spring with the rival barrel. I should have done that.
I wonder what's going on. Is it bad, like unwatchably bad? It should be back now. It looks like it's fine now. Yeah, we dipped down to like 30 kb a second there for a second. It dropped like 4,800 frames. Are we still doing good?
It's like, as the base blaster, it's no. But when you upgrade it, it's better.
I still don't think it's worth it though.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Like, I can't rationalize the price of this thing.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's $15 for the blaster. Like, and I believe Out of Dart said he was going to get them. So it's like, he's going to have to sell them for 20, 25 bucks. And it's like, why would you pick this up over a Chronos? Why, even a knockout. Like,
Knockout.
arguably a knockout is
Knockout for
better
sure.
than this thing.
Yeah.
Knockout's freaking awesome.
Like,
especially because knockouts, I can get those for like $6 now.
like, see, am I just wrong? This might be one of the first worker, but even with the Terminator, I was probably a little
The thing
bit.
with NERF, worker just produces weird things every once in a while.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
Just
think
like-
this doesn't have a place.
Yeah. Expanded plunger tube. That's what's gonna happen to this one.
You need
It
an
looks like this could actually take a bigger plunger.
you need an inline clip on that thing. That'd be cool.
Yeah, because a long shot one will be about to here when I did like measurements, so I can use this for just cushion. So the plunger tube's not gonna be like this and just crack the front.
Man, I am so conflicted about this. I don't know. Like, it makes me mad. Like, I get what because this isn't for us. This is for people who can't get Chronoses and knockouts.
Yeah.
Like, I get that, especially in China. Like, it'd be pretty hard. But
But can get
Can they
rival
sell
rounds.
that? Can they sell that in Australia?
I doubt, like, on store shelves or anything.
No,
like
no.
that,
I'm just saying,
but
like, it'll ship to Australia.
yeah, because people import. Like, I don't think they have. Like, I don't think owning like they can't sell them in stores.
Yeah, I
but
gotcha. Okay.
I actually don't
Damn.
mind this.
Look at that seal.
This is kind of cool.
See that seal?
Oh, what is the seal on that? Did we already test that?
Yeah,
Oh.
it was like pretty good.
that's
Not
not bad.
perfect, but pretty good.
That's a nice
I
seal.
like this. I think these are really secure in there. Like, you have to actually try.
You do have to
Yeah.
cradle.
Again, in my opinion, this blaster would be way better if it came out like 3 years ago.
Is this thing like
Maybe
already molded?
maybe 2, but
Maybe
3 years.
5.
Oh yeah. Well, if it came in like this,
I know.
this is like 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's rough, dude.
Yeah.
Like, if it's like $14 from Out of Darts for one of these, I'd be like, yeah, sure.
I'd rather get a Proud Papa.
Oh my god.
That actually probably hits the same velocity as one of these.
Yeah. Oh, you could put that on one of these.
Oh, yeah, you could.
Oh my god.
We need Is this the screw to remove the Proud Papa?
Survey says yes.
Let's put the Proud Papa on this.
That's a good seal. You try Proud Papa seal?
Oh, yeah, it's like 100%.
Yeah. So yeah.
Don't buy the Icon Long Shot. I know, we did a whole tier list.
Yeah, they freaking shrunk the plunger tube. That's such a sin, dude.
Yeah.
Do you like
Why
the
would
Nerf
you-
Fortnite Hand Cannon Elite? I don't or Hand Cannon Epic. I don't think I ever did a video on that.
For what now, sir?
The hand cannon? Like, you liked it. You got one to hit, like, how much? Like, 270?
Yeah, I think the highest I ever got was like 295.
Which is pretty stupid.
Yeah, but that was like a whole.
It's like, you basically just use the shell.
Yeah,
All right, now
that was
this
the
is
expanded plunger tube.
No,
Right?
I don't-
now this is cool.
I don't mind it. What is cool? Oh.
The stupidness.
I don't know, man. Like, I don't want to hate on it, but
Yeah, for like, I think this is for certain people like me that's gonna just shove something else in it. You know what I mean? But other than that, it's like it's not worth it. All right, ooh, that'd be cool. Put like a Specs BZ in here, and then run the line out at the bottom.
why does it come with dart storage if the stock blaster doesn't shoot darts? And then when it does shoot darts, it shoots short. Like, why would you shoot full lengths out of that?
Yeah. To be fair, it doesn't.
That's why the rod is so short. They made that thing
To
to
shoot
shoot long darts.
Mmm. That's a good point.
That is so stupid, though.
Why didn't you
because
prime it first? It's
Oh shit!
I'm still upset. Like, I'm still actually upset.
That should have been obvious. I don't know why I didn't think of that. You're right.
Because there's only half darts.
But it's Worker. Worker makes short darts. Again, this product is probably meant because,
It's just weird.
oh, gel balls are illegal.
It's
Let's
just weird.
try to get a blaster out there. It's also, like, way thinner. Like, it's not bad, but it feels way cheaper compared to most other Worker stuff.
Really?
Yeah, and this grip could use, like, some contouring.
Yeah. I don't mind it. It's better than the Fortnite grip, like the stock one.
It's better than a Busby grip.
It is comfortable. It's like, I just wish it, like, had the contour for the trigger.
Yeah, that's true, but I think it's fine.
Yeah, I don't think I could recommend it in pretty much any scenario.
Yeah.
I hate to say it. I'll do a review on it, but It's marketed for the full-length worker dart, so that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And why is it called the Cheetah?
Because it goes fast.
But it barely goes fast.
With their upgrades. Yeah, I don't know. It's a good question.
If it was $20 for a 200 FPS blaster, I'd be like, yeah. And they could hit that if they didn't want to use like aluminum barrels. They could use like a polycarbonate barrel, which would probably be way cheaper.
Yeah, there we go.
Like they could literally have taken their blowguns and just used those barrels, and those are rifled.
Are they? Forgot about that.
Yeah, they have some weird rifling in them. That is.
Well, you're a proud owner of one now. Oh god, I forgot how weird the. I feel like that.
That's pretty bad.
Oh, it's rubbing against the safety. That's why that feels weird. Like, is that just me?
I mean, yeah, it doesn't feel good.
But like,
That feels way better.
Yeah,
but, like,
so
this isn't much worse.
yeah, like I would remove the safety for no reason.
I mean, I get it, but I also don't get it.
Yeah, again, if this came out like 3 years ago, maybe even earlier, because you know it's just a freaking clear night finder.
Trying to think of what's a blaster. What's a like the only thing? What's a 200 FPS blaster for under $30-$40? Like even if I count for things
I'd
like
say knockout.
The knockout doesn't hit that hard. Like my knockout would hit like 160 if I was lucky. Most of the time it was like 140, 150.
I was getting, I think
And
it
I
was
think
68 on
I think some people have gotten up to like 180 and stuff. But think about how hard that is to do.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's a drop-in kit that's going to make your knockout hit that hard. So,
Probably Aeon Pro with.
and that's the Aeon Pro. That's 25, but you have to upgrade the spring, and then you're gonna have a monstrous prime.
Mm.
And there is no, as far as I know, there's no like T-pull or anything for the Aeon Pro yet.
Mm.
So,
Yeah, which one thing about this
I
is
saw a pumpkin.
I don't like how this is hollow, because like if you actually grab really hard, it'll like kind of get in your hand a bit or your finger.
yeah.
So, but the prime is like nothing. So,
Yeah, for 200 FPS, that's a really light prime. 220 is what we were getting out of it.
yeah.
I'm so conflicted. I'm trying to, like, I don't think it's actually that bad.
Yeah, it's not bad, but it could have been better. Especially, my thing was the ramrod.
Like, the fact it doesn't have, like, a little ball or something on the end of it.
Yeah.
Like, because you could very easily, like, whoops.
Yeah.
Just can't, like, get into the plunger tube.
It might.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Jeez.
Are you gonna shoot it at something?
I mean, you will have the pleasure, but you better be careful. I don't think it's long enough that you wouldn't, like... But, like, you might want to, like...
Take it outside and grab that
Yeah.
discovery box.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll be back, y'all.
Because that's scary. I'm curious, though. I wonder if you can put that rod through something. And I won't be the one who breaks it.
Yeah, thanks. I gotta dry fire my own.
Adventure Force Pro Darts are better than Worker Darts. in
What
my
the
opinion.
H-Cat?
Was it Ruji or...
Yes. Wait.
Ruji? Brown one? That's Taiga. She
Taiga.
ran out.
Ran in.
Oh.
It's right there.
Pump kit, though. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to rationalize the cheetah, but I also don't think it's meant for us at all. Like, if it was $15-$14 in, like, China, if I could get, like, the modded one, like... And that's the thing, like, again, Chad, do you know of a blaster that hits 200 FPS for $30?
Not kidding.
Well,
I dry fired it once on accident because it slid out.
wow.
But then I shot it again and it actually... That's called science.
Can I do it?
Can I do it?
Alright.
Oh, can I dry fire your blaster? Go ahead.
That's fine. I'm just changing internals anyways.
Well, if I break it, you just take the other one.
No, it's fine. Not toward Flux.
Damn it, dude.
Not toward me. What the? Okay.
I'm trying to do it on camera here.
Oh,
Aim, yeah.
You just did this?
Aim slightly up. There, do it. Yeah.
You gotta sharpen your
The
your
ramrod.
ramrod.
That's just
Put it
dumb.
in a pencil sharpener, and
I think we're still good.
you're like, I'm out of ammo. I improved the seal. Quick, chronograph.
Fun fact: if you dry fire your blaster, you'll increase the seal.
And that barrel's really loose too.
Some darts it's really good. So.
Man, it didn't sound threatening at all. I mean, it pierced cardboard and it's rounded. Aeon Pro with brass and it. Yeah, but see, that's way harder to build than that. And also, that prime is gonna suck. Like, it would be so bad to prime that Aeon Pro. Like, the Aeon Pro stock is a nightmare to prime for the most part.
The stock spring is so light.
Single
safety.
dual strike.
Oh.
That's yeah, but that's also kind of a
Oh,
weird
that's what he was
mod.
talking. That's what.
Do you not have like you've never done a dual strike? Because like can you, like
What?
some people get like the dual strike to hit like 380 FPS.
Yeah, I've done a dual strike, but it like broke fast because you have to do it like in a certain way. The highest I've gotten out of mine was like it was like high 200s, but
Man.
it like broke.
Thinking about it, why wasn't there more stuff like the dual strike? Could you imagine like a what am I trying to think? Like a rough cut. That was
Ultra.
like 3, like mega elite pump action, and had a switch on the side for between them.
Yeah, I think I did the dual strike before, like, that was like 2 attempts before I did the Fortnite hand cannon. Because I wanted a hand cannon.
Yeah, because I remember seeing, like, I mean, I never actually, like, saw more than just his one video, but that was something that Tiger Foam did, you know, before he hit puberty and stopped doing NERF.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be back, I'm sure. That's how it always works.
They'll be
All these YouTuber kids that grow up and then they're like, oh, I don't want to nerf anymore, and then they'll be back in like 3-4 years. Man, like Tiger Foam was sponsored by Jet.
Wow.
Yeah. His channel wasn't that big either. Like, it really wasn't.
Mm.
Sorry, Rouge.
Well, I hope you learned your lesson.
What? What did I do?
He's just talking and I'm ignoring him.
He's mad at me.
I think we're like out of ideas for the stream.
What do you?
I think the 2-hour stream might be the goal this time because I don't know what else we can do. I'm kind of burnt out already.
It's been a long day with Lucha.
Yeah.
Alright. I see how
I keep telling you have to save it for the stream, but then you like we start streaming, you like shut down. You're like, yeah, some animal died.
Some animal.
What?
I still want to paint one of these gold.
gold.
This is kind of an impromptu thing because I think we came like, hey, last night at like 11 o'clock. Hey, you guys been doing anything tomorrow? Yeah, but I guess I could make time. Okay. That's kind of what happened with this stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What will the new worker blaster take will the new worker blaster take regular talons? No. The Phoenix or whatever they're calling it is a angled only
Just
talon
say
blaster.
you like it.
Ow.
Jeez. Ah, here it is. Where's the mag?
Dang it. Would you stop?
What? It's my enjoyment.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks, bruh.
Any recommendations for a scar that fits over the Nexus Pro? The 3D printed one from Avid Arts is kind of bad. That's the thing. I keep hearing that there needs to be a good scar in the hobby, and I don't know of one at the top of my head.
Blaster Tech. You have to import it if you're in the U.S.,
But it's files. Like, we should be able to have a U.S. distributor of it.
yeah. But that's literally like the best scar I've tested. Or the accuratio is okay also.
Which one is that?
The big one that was on my the Chronomag. That one.
Decent.
Flying Fish, I have so many blasters that are rare. I have an in-box Super, Supermax 2000.
Just as juice.
It's funny. So, of all of the comments, from all of the places I posted this, nobody has figured out what this thing is actually modeled after. And it impresses me. Like, if you ignore the site, like, this is modeled after a weapon from a video game. And nobody has gotten it right, even remotely close.
Am I allowed to say?
Not yet.
No.
Let's see if our chat can figure it out.
Yeah. I was gonna say, to be fair, I wouldn't have guessed either, and that was my favorite blast or gun in that game.
I need to have a sticker right here on the grip. Like, I'm trying to... I wish you could pull it back with that, but... Like, it is very clearly based off something.
Is
It's a new game that came out last month. Big, huge game. Yeah, everybody says RE45 for some reason, but it's like every pistol's like, oh, it's the RE45.
What's that from?
Oh, I think it was Jack's Pacific. Like, I saw a Japanese reviewer has, like, it looked like a Nerf gun, so I was like, oh my god. Like, it was a wingman it was like, Japanese reviewer has it first from Jack's Pacific, but it's a wingman that actually has, like, when you press up on the barrel release and the tops actually do come off and the barrel swings out, like, it's really animated.
Wow.
It doesn't shoot anything.
Oh.
But, like, looking at it, I'm like, there's no way we can't make that shoot something.
Yeah, we're modders.
Well, some of us are.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk. Yeah, but I can't wait to use this in a war.
King Tao will have the other one.
Like, this is so ridiculous. It's so good. So good. My favorite Nerf attachment is the Chrono Barrel. Nobody's guessed it. It's the Lizzie. It's the Lizzie from Cyberpunk. Look up the Lizzie, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Of course, this one has extended mags and all that crazy stuff. It's actually bigger than the one that's in the game. That's what's scary.
Yeah.
I mean, the funny thing is, you can technically... I haven't done it.
What?
But, like, you could technically shotgun it.
Oh, yeah?
And I haven't done it yet to really know how good it is, but... Let's do...
Like 2, then 3, then 94. So 2.
Didn't even fire both of them. Other one
Yeah.
got stuck in the barrel.
Oh, I was gonna say, if you loaded another one, it might be like an RCB and shoot 2, or one that.
Jeez, that's some pop. Takes Retaliator Springs. But, yeah, no, I love it. Unfortunately, it completely destroys most other pistols in the hobby. And it's like, oh, I just like, yeah, took a Lynx and miniaturized it. Well, that worked. Even the trigger pull, like, I was expecting the trigger pull, like, I pull the trigger, you can see the thing at the front. Like, it's really nice. The trigger could be rounded, I guess, but I think that's meant to be uncomfortable.
Yeah. Well, it's probably going for the game aesthetic.
Yeah. Wait, can you fire it if you push the nubbin on the front?
That?
Yeah.
Technically, probably.
Oh, you need a dart? Oh, okay.
Yeah, actually. You could literally make like a slam fire only thing for it. It's actually not that bad.
Well, my fingers off the trigger. Got to.
It's actually not that bad.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Luchathor, what was your first blaster? That's actually true. What is your NERF heritage?
Oh no, I had some as kids. In the earliest blaster I can remember is probably either the Maverick or I got a Vulcan brand new at the store. That was
Man, your parents loved you.
Yeah. No, I did a lot of chores for that, and then I was like, oh, she's all right.
Mine was the bow and arrow,
Mm.
the '90s bow thing, and then I had the slingshot thing that holds the 3.
Oh, God.
Ball. Yeah,
So bad. The first one I remember, I probably had others as a kid, but the first one I remember was the Supermax 50, or the 1500, the pump one that we were just taking a look at.
Yeah.
That had to be like 2001 or so, and I lost the darts immediately to it. And then when I got back in, like I remember do you remember what your first mod video was? Like when you saw the first modded NERF thing? Because I actually remember what mine was.
I was watching track.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
His head cam, looking
That's
at
funny.
a kitchen floor somewhere.
The first modded blaster I'd ever saw was actually Mana Energy Drink.
Oh yeah.
There was a video they did where they put like 4 RC car batteries in a Vulcan. And yeah, that's like 2008, 2007. I think I was in high school when I saw that. But it couldn't have been earlier than that, because like the Vulcan was like 2008, 2009, I think. I remember my friend Josh, his brothers had NERF blasters. My old roommate, Chad, he had like Night Finders and Mavericks, and we'd play around with them. Back then we thought air-powered sucks. It's like, who wants to pump and only get 30 when I can get a Maverick that will do the same thing? And it's like, how young and stupid were we? Night Finder, that's a pretty common one. Coup Starts or Adventure Force Waffles? Adventure Force Waffles. My first was the Eagle Eye, such a bulky Jolt, but I loved it. The Jolt was the one that got me into, like, because I remember, like, we had the Mavericks, we had the Night Finder, like, I'd played with them, they were middling. And I think I bought, I don't remember if I bought Mavericks first or I bought the Jolt first, but the Jolt was, like, the thing that I bought that, like, made me, I went to Walmart, I remember going to Walmart after school one day, like, after college, classes got out. And I was looking around and I saw the barricade. I was like, that's awesome. Like a one-handed Nerf gun. Yeah, we'll grab it. Got that. I remember getting home, putting batteries in it, and just emptying it and being like, I should have bought 2. And went back, like 45 minutes back to Walmart that same day and got a second one. Like, that was so good. And then I remember getting Mavericks before that, so I think I had dual Mavericks. But I remember specifically, I used to go to the game store before work. I'd buy like a pack or 3 of Magic just before work, because I could. I did pizza delivery, so I got tips, and so before work the next day I'd go grab Magic to open up a couple of packs. It's like my daily ritual. And I remember seeing the jolt and like thinking it was air powered and thinking it would suck. And I remember the day I finally like, because it was like in a small town tourist trap, so like the jolt was $10, and buying one and being like, you know, "Oh, it's like this." And I remember like going to pump it and it was like catch, and I'm like click, and it fires, and I'm like, oh my goodness, and I fired, and it cleared the store. It was like the strongest Nerf thing I had ever touched. And it was a jolt. Like, it was legitimately stronger than a Maverick, legitimately stronger than unmodded anything. And it was the jolt. And then that's when I started trying to figure out how to mod the jolt, like cutting down springs from Ace hardware to fit inside the jolt. And then not long after that, Elite started dropping. And when Elite dropped, and I remember going down to the store, like, as often as I could, because the stuff wasn't online yet, but I remember when my Walmart finally got in, they had the Fire Strike. And I picked one of those up and modded the crap out of it. I even tried to do, there was a mod that was on, like, WikiHow or whatever, called, like, the Venturi mod, where you put putty, you took out the air restrictor, and then you put putty to make it so, like, it would direct the airflow smoother, and it didn't do anything. And that was, like, the first time, like, I bought putty from Ace, and, like, I remember, like, I didn't have tools, so for, like, taking out the air restrictor out of the Fire Strike, I remember taking a hobby knife and just jabbing it in there until I broke out the pieces. But I think to get to the point, like, because it was like, I had to take it and put it on sandpaper and just, like, sit there and grind it on sandpaper until I could finally poke through it. Like, that was crazy. So it's like, I had all these, I had a couple of things, like, had Mavericks, the barricades and stuff like that. And then I remember we went to, when I was like, Elite came out, and I bought, like, the Maverick, and I bought the Fire Strike and the Strong Arm. And then I moved to Boise. And then there was, like, Toys R Us's and everything nearby. So I remember we just went to Toys R Us. We bought, like, every single thing. Like, I remember specifically, like, I had to have a rough cut. Mm-hmm. And that was, like, the first, like, oh my god, this is the best. This is the best thing ever. Like, I had no interest in the Strife, no interest in the Raven, really, but I had to have the rough cut. So I bought the rough cut, my roommate bought the Retaliator for the attachments, and it just spiraled out of control. And then it's like, once I started getting into that, I was like, just, you know, I was working, and the only other thing I really did was play video games, and there was NERF. So we started, like, I started going on Craigslist. Like, we started thrifting, and we had some middling luck thrifting, and that was, like, we were going to Savers. And I think that was the problem. Then we started actually going to Goodwill's. We started getting really lucky at Goodwill's. It was the Deseret Industries in Boise that, like, gave us the most, and it was always cheap. Like, I'd find a Nitron with the scope and a magazine for $3. And it's just laying there. And we'd go there almost daily. It was that good. So many things I passed up I should have, looking back. But I remember, like, going on Craigslist and looking at it, finding, like, you know, bundles. And I only did it, like, 2 or 3 times. Every single time I bought a bundle of Nerf blasters from Craigslist, it was always a kid who grew out of them and wanted to buy a gaming computer. And I would, like, the first bundle I bought was the one that was, like, the life-changing one, or maybe it was the second one. But I met this woman at, like, and she had, like, some of the Vortex things, which I didn't have at the time. I didn't really get into them. But it was, like, at the time, it was, like, probably $160, $170 worth of newer blasters. She sold it to me for, like, $110. It wasn't a great deal. And the Melee, like, the Vendetta sword, like, the one that I have, the Vendetta, was from that purchase. But, like, it was okay. Like, it wasn't too bad. And she was like, are you going to Dart Wars? Or Dart Zone, is what it was called at the time. And I had, like, no idea what that was. She's like, oh, you're buying all these and you're not going to Dart Zone. And then she told me about that, and I looked it up, and it was like, their website was awful. It was like one of those 90 GeoCities pages for Dart Zone, but, like, looking up, it didn't look that good, but it was like, we'll give it a shot. So, you know, one day we just went there and went to check it out, had a couple of blasters, and we're ready to play. Asked them, like, hey, can we bring in our own blasters? Like, they're like, yeah, no, that's fine. We supply the darts, you bring the blaster. Like, okay, well, we had unmodded stuff, But, like, we walked in, like, you see, like, tables set up, like a cafeteria. They had a front desk, and they had this little tiny arena. Like, it probably wasn't much bigger than, like, here to, like, my section of the grass. Like, it was small, but it was still, like, a NERF arena. The funniest part was, like, that was, like, their staging area, and then they opened up, like, the big garage doors in the back, and you went to the actual arena, which was, like, 4 times the size, which was really good. Nowadays, like, you could clear that with, like, this thing would probably clear the entire arena. Like, it wasn't long enough, but it was still good. And playing there for hours, and the biggest problem with Dart Wars was the fact, like, their dart of choice was the Blvd sticky, which was not usable in anything. So, like, the only people who technically got to play were those using, like, half-inch PVC, not even CPVC, half-inch PVC blowguns with Blvd stickies, and really all they were launching at you was the head. Like, the foam body didn't do anything. They were basically shooting you with pellets at that point. And go in there, and that's when it's like, that's when I started to get into modding, because it's like, I'm so sick of the blowguns, and I'm, like, trying to figure out, so it's like, that's when I started going online and trying to find, like, all these blasters that I could not get my hands on. And I'm like, that's why I'm buying, like, bundles off Craigslist. I'm trying to get things like a Blvd Big Blast. I remember the Gen 1 Panther. Like, I wanted a Panther. And I remember buying a Panther and opening it. Because, like, oh, yeah, they're at my Walmart. And going there, it's like, oh, it's, like, got, like, 1/4 of the plunger tube. Or air tank. And then, so, like, we went to, like, the Kmart and got another one. And I was going to, like, every single Walmart, every single Kmart, every single Toys R Us, and buying, like, 2 or 3 Panthers, and opening all of them up, and never getting it, because I didn't know about the barrel color. Which sucked. But, like, just desperately trying to get an air blaster that would hit hard. And then one day I was just like, oh, somebody's selling this big bundle of Nerf blasters. It's like, this kid, again, gaming computer, no joke. I'm not lying about that. And we met his mom and him and, like, her boyfriend or something, like, in the parking lot of an Arby's. And it was, like, massive laundry bags from prison.
Yeah.
And they were just full. It was, like, $65. And we, like, couldn't almost fit them in the car. Like, there's blasters out there that still have this kid's initials on. Like, I have so many of them. Like, 3 Vulcans. Like, crazy stuff. And there was a Titan. And it took us a while to process going through all the blasters, like, what all the one. And for some reason, I never even thought about the Titan. But when I got the Titan, I picked it up and I started pumping it, like, oh my god, fruit! And it's like, this is it. And I remember, like, looking online, like, how to do all the crazy stuff, like, well, I knew to use half-inch PVC, but now I'm learning, like, how to, like, cut out the front of the Titan without damaging anything. I should have just used the original barrel, which didn't appear to, but, like, I took it off and I, you know, opened it up and, like, used the go-to glue or whatever to glue the thing in there and made an RSCB, and I put it through the sight of the Titan. So I had the magazine sticking through the sight that you'd load up from the end, and I used, like, a piece of ribbon hot glued to a cap, and the RSCB that fed into the PVC, like, the T, was, like, I used that black PEX kind of tubing that you use for garden stuff. And single Titan with this stupidly long barrel that drooped. I had to rest it on a box. And, you know, I would just like, it'd take forever. But I'd just sit there at the start of the arena. They'd you know, because everybody lined up against the wall. And they'd go 3, 2, 1, Nerf on. And I would just sit there, and they'd do Nerf on, and I'd just shoot straight. Because they had literally a sight line. I could shoot from one end to the other. And I was chipping paint off their wall. Again, this wasn't even an optimal setup. This was half-inch PVC with Blvd stickies. So, tons of wasted airflow, and it wasn't good at all. But it was fun. And I would hit people, like, it was hard because, like, the guys who were using blowguns had way faster fire rate than me. But it's like, I could just keep that there, and I would sit there with a Strife or something, and sometimes they had elite darts that worked, sometimes they did, but I'd just sit there with the Strife and this thing, and I'd wait for somebody to, like, poke through an area and just blow them away. And they did not crony anything. Now, I could only use this, they only allowed modified blasters during adult night. And one of the times that I was, you know, I had problems was I was sitting there in the back. I was being competitive, but so I was sitting in the back, desperately trying to shoot the guys with blowguns. That's all I cared about. And I remember sitting there, waiting and waiting and waiting, and I remember a kid jumped up over a box, and they had like the little vortex footballs they called grenades. So if it hit the box that you were in front of, you were out. Mm-hmm. And this kid jumped up like as I'm aiming, and reflex when my eyesight, like I'm like this, and when I saw that jump, I immediately shot, and I hit the kid right here. And I remember him jumping up, getting smacked right in there, and then just like basically stunning him, and he just dropped the football, clucked on the box, and fell on the ground and started crying. It was adult night, and the kid was like 13. But it's like, I could imagine like getting a hickey at range from a Busby Sticky from this single Titan.
Yeah.
Not great. And he was fine, like he was just stunned. Like he was just like, what just happened?
Yeah.
But his mom runs out into the field and just starts screaming. And I just, pick up my thing. I'm like, oh, I just shot some kid. And I did not do that on purpose. The guys with blowguns would get point blank to you and shoot you in the face with them. Like, I've almost gotten into a fight multiple times. Like, they were just straight up dicks. They were bad. These were employees. And they were that toxic and bad. And it's like I said, I'm sorry, that was like pure reflex. You jumped in front of me, and I was aiming down at that guy down there, and it was just reflex. You shouldn't have that thing, blah, 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 blah. You need to get the hell out of here, all this stuff. And the owner came down, thank goodness. This is one of the only times he was ever cool. And he's like, hey, what's going on here? He's like, hey, that fat thing, blah, 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 doing all this. And I was just standing there like, I don't know what you want me to do. Like, they allowed me to use this thing. They know what it does. I've used it here a dozen times at this point. And he just goes, okay. Just to make sure, you did sign the waiver, right? And she goes, yeah, we signed something when we came in. He's like, oh, okay, well, you signed the waiver, so everything's good. I'm sorry, bye. Mm-hmm. And she was like, well, you need to kick him out. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to shoot him. Like, it's funny. The kid's like, Mom, I just want to play. And she's like grabbing him, and she pulls him out of the play. Like, we're never coming here again. You should be ashamed of yourself. It's like, what the heck is this lady's problem? He was fine. He was just stunned. Like, and I would be stunned too. I'd probably be pissed. But I was like, I was legit like, dude, are you okay? I am sorry. Yeah. I did not mean to shoot you that close. And that happened. Yeah, a flat, big, weighty suction tip hitting the wall would take the paint off their wall. And it was awesome. I did it for fun. I didn't care at that point. The Karen's Kryptonite waiver. Like, that was one of the times I got a mom really, really mad at me. And again, it was adult night. I wouldn't use them. We'd go there. Glow nights were pretty fun. Because they was basically vortex only, which was super cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And it was like all glow light and everything like that. It was
take like a modded Nitron there.
You'd think so. It wasn't, because you'd spend all the time
picking up
like, because I made a Boom Nitron, like the Bobololo original with like 19 9-volt batteries wired up in series. Like, it was horrible, but it worked. But like, I had like the Nitron or the Pyragon drum with the Pyragon drum in the back, and like half the time I'd like move anywhere the drum would come out. Like, it was awful. It was never meant to be using that kind of stuff, but it was fun. Yeah. But the Diatron, that's where it's like I started to look, because I could like prime it one-handed. Like, yeah, mine was modded. Screw you. It was barely hitting any harder, and it was just so I could remove the locks and do it one-handed. That's where I started to love the Diatron so much. But the most effective Vortex Blaster was the Proton. Like, the basic Proton.
Yeah,
like, it hits the hardest. It was the most accurate, and you could very easily just pop over and over. And you could very easily reach around a box and stuff like that. The Fuse Fire became a super quick favorite of mine, but like, they broke like all the time. Like, so if you're driving, like, you're grabbing dirty discs off the ground and shoving them in that magazine, they jammed up. I had to carry a stick in my pocket, because like, when they get, like, I'd pull it and obviously a disc, and I had to like go in there and like poke the disc until it would unjam. That's why I started, like, at the start of I'd like go like, oh, get to Dart Wars, open up my Fuse Fire and just sprayed lubricant inside of it to get it to work, and then it broke. which was disappointing. Would you ever play a game with single Titans again? It would depend on the game. Like, if we had full face masks, and we were using Busby stickies and half-inch PVCs, it was like, it wasn't... The difference with using, like, a Busby sticky inside of a half-inch PVC is that there's room for error. Like, it doesn't, like, CPVC was super tight. Like, those things just are lethal with normal Nerf darts. Like, you blow heads off. You're not even shooting dart at that point. You're shooting the head. But I would definitely play, like, sniper, because it was funny, because I had to sit there, and, like, the reason why I had the clear PVC was because I took the Titan, I made the Titan Maverick with the same system. I made the Titan Maverick, and then, like, the biggest problem I had the most is, like, half the time I'd shoot, nothing would happen, just a big puff of smoke come out the end. And so I needed the clear PVC to tell when a dart was loaded.
Yeah.
And also, it's harder to see my barrel. It's really easy to see a big, long, white barrel. It's harder to see a clear barrel. And so it was really hard for them to tell if I'm, like, hiding in a box and I have just the... So, like, they'd have the box where you'd, like, literally get inside, and it's, like, your total cloak in darkness, and then there's me with, like, the barrel on the end of that, and I'm, like, 4 feet behind the box! And I just sit there... That's the reason why I made the Titan one, so I can pump it like that, the Maverick.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it was awesome. This is before we had really, like, anything. Like, we didn't... Like, they would buy elite darts from the Walmart across the street for their business. Mm-hmm. And I was like, dude, you need to, like, check out these on Amazon. You can get, like, Koosh darts. They're better than Nerf darts. And it's like, you can get 3,000 of them for, like, $40. Instead of 75 for $40.
Yeah.
And he'd never do it. I didn't know why. Like, this guy just burnt money. But it's like, the second elite darts would go out, they'd like, oh, here, we open up, like, 2 things of 75 darts. And, like, that's the darts for the night. And it's like, they get stepped on once they're done. Like, kids would bring Retaliator. Like, they banned the Retaliator because they jam them.
Yeah, okay.
So it's like, Vortex was pretty much Vortex and whatever shot Busby stickies.
Yeah, Vortex can't really destroy the disc.
And, of course, there was, like, nothing good from Busby that shot Busby stickies reliably.
Yeah.
So, like, you could shoot them, but they're all like, ugh. They're all sealing around the phone. It's like, so blowguns were the meta. And, like, then it's like, I remember buying the Rapid Strike. That was the first time I had ever bought a brand new blaster, was the Rapid Strike. And I didn't even power it up. I wasn't going to buy C batteries, are you kidding, or whatever. I literally bought it, and then on my way home, stopped by Radio Shack. I walked in, and I went, yeah, I wonder if you can help me. So I have a Nerf gun in the car. And I want to hook that thing up to an RC car battery. So I need, like, a soldering iron, some wire, and an RC car battery with a charger. And I still probably have that battery in charge. It was a NiCad, 7.4 volt. And I remember going home and, like, opening up the Rapid Strike, which I'd barely done wiring anything at that point. Opening up the Rapid Strike, finding the thermistor, which is that yellow square thing.
Yeah.
Cutting that off. And, like, I had the soldering iron, but I cut it and twisted the leads together. And then I soldered the male connection or the female connection. It was male. The female connection for the NiCad battery to the battery context of the Rapid Strike. And then shoved the battery in there with some tissue paper. And put that in there. It's like, yeah, this is awesome. Like, darn. Oh my god, it's so much faster. 7.4 volt. And, like, taking that to Dart Wars, like, yeah, dude, check this out. It's like, do. It's like, oh my god, it's so good. I could only imagine, like, I would love, like, one of the first things we do if we get, like, the property we start, like, if the channel takes off a little bit, is, like, all of us go to, like, if there is a Dart Wars left. I know the ones in Idaho are dead. But I'd love to go to, like, a Nerf arena, like, Dart Wars again and be like, hey, all I need is this. And the 7 magazines, and I'll bring 1,000 darts. Like, by the time I was leaving that place, like, I stopped going, was like, I bought, like, I remember my birthday, like, I bought a Rapid Madness from Toys R Us, and, like, 6 magazines, and all those Boomco darts, and took that with me to Dart Wars, and used my own darts, and it sucked. And kids were getting mad, because, like, they pick up the dart and try to shoot it out of their, like, Fire Strike, and, like, because they would give you a triad. That was, like, their basic, but then it's like, they give you a triad half the time the darts didn't work. So they started giving everybody protons and stuff, but, man, that was a different time. There's a Dart Wars in NH. I don't know if it is. I think there's one still in Colorado, which would be a doable. That's like, what, 12-hour, 14-hour drive from here? Or we could just fly in like an hour and a half.
We'll take a train.
That would be cool, too.
Trains are cool. I've gone.
But it's like, I would love to, like, because it's so funny to think, like, I'd love to look at the guy who owns Dart Wars again and be like, remember me, buddy? There's no way he'd forget. Because it's like, I actually told him, like, I'm willing to work with this guy. Like, I was super in-depth. Like, I wanted to work there. And I'm like, you got this pro shop that you're doing nothing with. I was like, I remember going there, like, I bought a Praxis. Because he had Praxis, they were breaking them left and right.
Oh, yeah.
And I took a Praxis and super glued the locks open. And I gave him just that. I'm like, take this, clone this on every single one of your Praxises. Because they rent you like a Praxis, like you'd get a Proton, but from take a shift, you worked there the entire time it was open. And then half the time after that, I'd go to Dart Wars and play until like 9, 10 o'clock at night. On like Wednesday nights. It's like I'm willing to come in like twice a week and do like stuff, you know, solder blasters, fix blasters and stuff like that. You just wouldn't do it. And like I was recording, like there probably is still one on the channel of, like I had the video where I beat the owner. Which is like a thin guy or whatever. I beat him in a sword fight. I used to have this gigantic 6-foot, like, boffer. Like, huge thing. And it was like, nobody could even touch me. Like, they were using, like, vendetta swords. And, like, so I stopped using that. I started using, like, the Mashungas that I still have out there. Like, those things are really light and they're big and they block Nerf swords like none other. And then, like, I remember, like, going after him with, like, the two-hander, and I put it down, and, like, I asked him to toss me one of his swords, because we were the last two left, and dueling this guy, and it's like, I was probably this size, and this guy was, like, you know, freaking super thin, all muscle, and I beat him in a sword fight. Damn. Just waiting, because he's, like, he did a spin, and I just stepped forward and went, whack, right on his hand. That was it. And I had that video up on the channel, but it got copyright claimed, not struck, and I deleted the video, because I didn't know at the time. This was, like, you know, 2013, 2014, but I was recording stuff at Dart Wars at the time, and there might still be one up there where it's like, I was using the Rapid Madness, probably on my birthday, I think. I was using the Rapid Madness, and like, that thing was so fun to use, because it was just a dart hose. I don't see any frame rate drops on my end. Like, yeah, that's something we'll have to do. Like, hopefully in a year from now, we'll be able to, like, hopefully be able to do something like that. I'm really, that's something that we'd have to make, like, a whole video, travel log kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because you guys have never experienced that. And it was awesome, just like, hey, I want to go play Nerf tonight. And it's like just literally like starting up Call of Duty, hitting matchmaking, quick match or whatever.
Yeah.
Like you just go there and play with whoever's there.
That'd be awesome.
Could be a church group. Could be like just the referees because there's nobody else there. It'd be like, hey, this guy's got like 3 guys here. Let's do 2v2s.
Yeah.
And like I would literally just go there and be like, hey, you guys want to play? Like, not really. Like, what if we do melee only or pistols only or something? Like, yeah, let's do that. I'd play for an hour or two. Like it was all the time. It was so much fun. But yeah, it's like that's what I'd love to do. Like, I'd love to have just a gigantic warehouse where I could shoot all my Nerf stuff, work on all my blasters, and have an arena. And be like, I'm going to shoot, like, we could film arena footage. And,
That's what I want.
yeah.
I want a big old warehouse.
Yeah, that's endgame. That's what I'm working towards.
That's
Although COVID world might change that. Who knows if COVID's ever going to, like, technically go away.
Well, having vaccines that are like 90% effective is pretty
Like,
crazy.
now they're 98% effective.
Yeah, but if you look at how vaccines are, like, that's like stupid high numbers.
Yeah, we'll have super COVID, though.
Or it'll just be completely wiped out.
That too.
Because, like, the normal flu is like, what, 60% effective? And even that's not.
Do you know anywhere I can buy a dual fast mag? For worker? I've never heard of a dual fast mag. Just tape 2 magazines together. It doesn't have to get fancy. I hate those mags. Do you like jumbled mags?
Not really.
No, I hate them. Because you're talking about like, oh, fast mag. And then you're just going, it's not worth it. It's never worth it, in my opinion.
if you're picking up darts off the ground a lot, and you do the one where it's like it's offset, where you can be loading.
That was
I kind of like that.
I used jungled mags at Dart Wars for that specific purpose, but the problem was the darts were always bad. That's what we ran into. Rival was kind of fun at first, but the problem with Rival was it was so inaccurate. Even like indoors, like you could never hit. It was good, like because of course we have like what we start off with the Zeus, which would just and then you're out and you're like trying to fumble with magazines. And I remember like when Rival first came out, Walmart had the magazines for like $5. I bought like 9 of them.
Nice.
But like they still like the Dart Zone wasn't freaking like giving dart like Rival rounds. I had to take my own, and those got lost instantly. And they were like there was no way to buy like hundreds of Rival rounds. Headshot ammo didn't exist. But like just like even with the Apollo, it's like and it's like your ball would just go wherever. Like it sucked. Those were the days, though. I use jungle mags. Like, I guess
It's like a preference thing.
Yeah, it would depend on the blaster, really. They just get in the way for me.
Like, I see the appeal for it, but I've never liked them personally.
That was one of the things I was like so hell bent on getting the Quick 16 to be direct plungered, and that was the first major mod I think I tried to do. That was the first post I ever had on the NERF subreddit. Was me trying to figure out why my direct plungered, which used like a rampage cage or a bolt sled that was trimmed, like why it would catch and it would fire and the dart would go 2 feet, and I couldn't figure out why, and it was frustrating, and I never got an answer. So nobody was really. I had pictures all over the place, and nobody had a good answer for me. But man, like I just wanted, because it was like we're using Busby stickies, so I just need a little bit of seal around the head. It sucked. No, there's no reason. The Quick 16s, it's pointless now. There's just no, like, you just use frickin' Dart Zone Pro Mark II. Or anything. Like, there's so many blasters where you can top feed them. Aeon Pro, Spamf. Like, for full lengths, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't worry about it. I don't scavenge darts anymore. Like, maybe if I was doing Dart Wars, that would be more important to me, but I think you'd rather still use short darts anyway at Dart Wars, because they're hardier. They're harder to damage.
Yeah.
Anyone heard of a decent Stratobow mod? I think you can get a Stratobow hitting pretty hard.
Yeah, I think those take retaliator springs.
Yeah.
I think. I've never modded one personally.
Hey, Bruce. Oh, to be like Dr. Flux, laying back, snacking, and feeling the warmth of a 3D printed blaster on his belly. Hard not to love. What's your opinion on Spamf versus Aeon? Well, I did a whole video on the subject, but really, for the most part, the Aeon replaced the Spamf. But the Spamf is still thinner, and the Spamf is thinner. That's pretty much my only argument. Otherwise, they're pretty much the same. What is your opinion? I just read that one. There's just no point. Like, it's not like trying to be a dart elitist, but like now that I can go to Walmart and pick up short darts.
Yeah.
Like, the worst part is like if I'm gonna go to like a end war or something, if I knew somebody nearby, I was like, dude, you need to get me like 10 packages of like here's $200, get me darts. Same thing with like full lengths. Like I think that's what we did at the first. I guess I only went to one end war, right? Yeah. But when we went to end war, it was like I just paid somebody to get me a crap ton of darts. No reason not to. Walmart was, of course, fresh out. Like, you couldn't find NERF anything. But same thing with WVZ. Like, I think I went to WVZ, we went to Walmart, I went to pick up pants. And it was, like, just crazy. Mike Goodrich, Aaron Kivinen, Sentai Rider, thank you very much for subscribing. now that the Holdster is back, that guy's back. Hopefully not the actual Holdster guy, because that dude was...
I don't know.
I don't know. As far as I know, you can't get the hardware for the Holdster without going through the company now. I think that's what shut down the Holdster. I know there's like the Lotus system or something like that. I never got my hands on one. I've never seen anybody use them. I don't know anything about it. What's the best tool to use for cutting off my spectrums barreling? Hacksaw?
Bandsaw, yes.
Bandsaw would be good too. That's one of the things, like, I guess Valor doesn't even have a bandsaw. It's like, I bought that specifically for the, that's probably why the whole ordeal with the deleter hurt so much. Because, like, I spent, like, I bought 2 Hyperfires at MSRP and a $200 bandsaw. And I knew the video was going to do good, and then I got sunk. I got cut off at the knees.
Yeah. Good bandsaw is super important.
No, I haven't ready games, but I don't even care, because, like, anybody could build a not NERF ballista to shoot not NERF darts that are 4 feet long noodles. Yeah, see, Out of Darts sells the magnets. He doesn't sell the thing that the magnets connect into. That's the issue. What's the deleter? That physically hurt. And for that I drink. What's the deleter? Out of Darts is selling the Holdster. I have to look this up. I bought, man, that was the thing that pissed me off the most. It's like April, like the middle of April, I bought a Holdster. And my only comment when I bought that thing was, hey, just trying to make sure that this thing, because it's like, his delivery time was like 2 to 4 weeks. It was April 19th, I ordered a Holdster. And I said, hey, just need to get this before End War. If it cannot be delivered before June 14th, please refund me. Guy messages me June 12th. It's like, hey, started working on your Holdster. Is there some place, I won't have it done by the 14th, is there some place I can send it to in Georgia? And I was like, no, I'm not going to risk you sending this thing and it not getting there. And I'm like, it's fine. Like, Valor at that point was like, I'm going to print out a not Holdster. Which was super cool. Unfortunately, it broke before even the first mission. And almost killed my FDL. But it's like, I was telling her, like, it's fine, just, you know, send it as soon as you can. I'll still have stuff to talk about. And then it's like, I think it was like the 29th of June. Like, so we're like a week or 2 after End War, and I send this guy a message like, hey, where's my Holdster? Gets back to me like July 6th. And it's like, hey, sorry, I'm having shipping issues with Etsy. And I just straight up told him, like, dude, I don't care. Ship my thing. If you have to, like, if I have to remind you in a couple of weeks when your shipping is fixed through Etsy to, like, update the shipping and I can say I got it, that's fine. He's like, yeah, we'll do that. It's like August. And I was like, hey, is there any update on my thing I bought 5 months ago, which is literally 17, like, not 17 minutes, but, like, maybe an hour and a half of printing. Like, is this an unreasonable request to get this thing that took you less than 3 hours of printing and assembly to get to me at a time? And the guy didn't answer my message. At this point, I'm like, we're at the statute of limitations for me to get a refund. And I just caused the thing. It's like, I've tried to reach out to this guy. I've gotten several responses back. He's now gone cold on me. And I just want a refund. And as soon as I put that refund in, he closed his Etsy account. I got my money back. But it's like, that guy was straight just, wow. And then some legend, I don't remember your name, at Ragfest 2018 gave me a Holdster. Which is now mounted on my backpack. And I use it for my FDL, which I already dropped on the ground. I sat down and my FDL popped off. Jeez. So it's like, I'm surprised somebody would sell the quote-unquote Holdster. But, that being said, he's the only one that had that big, bulky, nice plate. It was like, the fid block, like, it's not a normal thing. Like, it's half 3D printed, half not. Which is the reason why I want it, because Valor gave me a 3D printed plate that broke immediately. This is like, it has 3D printing, but the plate the 3D printer was mounted to was ABS or something. instead of it being an ABS plant that mounts onto linking that is like PETG or something. Like, I would not trust holding my blaster, my $600 blaster, and seeing as how it already hit the ground, it's like I'm never going to use my FDL to war. Because I have like one biff and that thing shatters into 100 pieces and it's hydro dipped and... Don't buy an FDL. Just don't do it. Like, apparently I'm getting a Saber. And, like, that's a $630-something blaster. And it's basically, like, just a better Caliburn. Bradley Phillips reviewed it pretty highly, but it's, like, the only reason I'm even remotely interested is, like, that thing I can literally drop off a cliff, and it would maybe scratch it. Because it's, like, all metal... and, like, super thick Delring something, like like some kind of polyurethane, like, just dumb fiberglass reinforced nonsense. And, like, most people are like, there's no way I would ever buy it. It's like, dude, like, like, all these problems I have with all these blasters that break, it's like, this thing will never break. It will stand the test of time.
That's what you need.
For somebody like me, yeah. Like, I can't... Nobody else is gonna... Like, I can't recommend, you know, one of these people, like, any of them, in the chat, go buy one of these things. I could never do that. Like, for you to spend that much money in one drop, I would not recommend you buy one. I do not recommend you buy one.
Buy what?
But, like, I'm a YouTuber,
Saber.
This is my job, this is my income, and I travel, all those reasons together, it's like, yeah, I could totally rationalize. I was already thinking about maybe getting one. He has a payment plan on his website. It's like, oh boy. I pay $83 a month for like 7 months or something. I'd still have it. And it's like, my reasoning for not doing it was like, I don't really need more than this. Like, I would run this at like pretty much, I would run this at End War if I could. Like, it doesn't matter to me. Or like this. This is gonna be fun at like HVZ. Like, I pretty much will just have a loadout with hopefully 2 Woozies and like 12 magazines, just be done. A lot of people crap on 3D printed things too. Like actually the Flowpoint's not even expensive. It's like $170 built, I think.
Wow, that's cheap.
Like, you think it's like that, but it's like, yeah, for somebody else, like $170 for a pistol, I can't even really use it in war because it's too complex. And like the Cyber Ninja's like $140 or something like that. Like, that's why is it so expensive? It's like, because like it takes time to print and to make sure it works, and like not even counting putting it together, just like make sure the parts fit together, make sure they look right, like the design that went into building it, like. It's not injection molded. Like, if you had an injection molded Cyber Ninja, like, it would be cheaper, but the problem is to, like, do injection molding, you have to pay tens of thousands of dollars to start. Like, this is cheaper than any 3D printed blaster that would do the same thing. But problem is what we're doing. Like, this is like, yes, this is gonna be more expensive than a Dark Zone Pro Mark II. It's gonna be. But, like, you gotta remember, like, most of the time you're paying for somebody to put it together, test it, make sure it works, and then, do you want it customized? Well, that's a reason. Maybe you don't want a Dark Zone Pro Mark II that's red and black and gray. Maybe you don't want to pay, or, you know, maybe you don't want to paint. I hate painting. I just have bad luck painting. Like, the last blaster, what was the last blaster I painted? I think it was that freaking, the Talon that I made into the Ultra Zero. And if you followed that segment, it's like, I butchered the paint job and had to run out to Walmart and buy a second Talon and redo everything. Because, like, I got it pretty much done, and I was going to ink in the details, and I was using a Zig pen, and it was cold out. And so I thought it was, I left it out there for like an hour and a half, came back, picked it up, and got black all over it. And then tried to use alcohol to wipe it off, and that took off the paint. And that was the end of that. It's like, I just don't have good luck painting. I have such high standards for paint jobs. That's why I have like an airbrush setup and everything like that. So it's like, for me, this is in colors that I can get. I'm not even really picky on colors. I just don't want to have the same blaster as somebody else. That's my argument. So it's like, that right there is a reason. It also has slam fire. It also has detachable magazines. It has everything. It's like, I will pay for that. For me, that is worth it. Not for you, maybe. But for me, it's worth it. Same thing, like people are like, oh, just buy a Nexus Pro. Yes, for 99% of people out there, Nexus Pro is fine. There's going to be a good section of people that will like the Ceta more. There's going to be a good amount of people that like the Dart Zone Pro, Mark 1.1 more. But for somebody like me who has, how many different pump action blasters are there? Like, take your pick.
Yeah.
Like, how many do I need?
Yeah. Right now, the Lynx is all we need.
That's,
Just kidding.
I really hope that, like...
And for stock, like, low FPS,
If there's one, like, it wouldn't even be... Like, God! Like, this would not be... Like, not even expensive to manufacture. Like, it's not even that many pieces for, like, somebody to make injection molded versions of this blaster.
Yeah.
And this setup right here is, like, bare bones. Like, there's already, like, that space kit or whatever for it that is way cooler. But it's like, even if they took this setup, as bare as it is, with, like, a sight and a foregrip and a, thing, and just injection molded it, and sold it for 60, 70 bucks, 100, even 150, you're still beating out how cheap it would be to print one out and put it together yourself. And it's like, it's so easy to put together, it's so easy to get into. It's like, every single thing about this blaster is like, so good. Like, I don't see how you could trim the fat on this blaster. That's what I like about getting something like this, is that you can't make this smaller. It is the maximum of what it's ever going to be. It will never be smaller. Like, I just don't see how you could. Which is awesome to me. You can add more to it, then you get like the Woozy. But it's like something like this. It's like, I don't see how you could thin this out. And if they would just make this, it would be amazing. But you'd also, like, the problem is you need to pay whoever, Orion Blasters, you need to pay them for a license. And it wouldn't even be that expensive. I'm pretty sure if you went to, like, any of these these creators and be like, hey, we want to make your blaster injection molded, we'll pay you, like, $5,000 for a license. Like, to a company, that's nothing. But to some guy who spent maybe 100 hours, 200 hours, 1,000 hours, even 1,000 hours, if he did it over the course of 6-7 months, spare time, and made this thing, $5,000 up front, like, maybe you could be like, ooh, I want more. And maybe you'd be able to get more, but, like, that's cheap. And it's worth it. Like, the Woozies, like, how many freaking times has Colin been screwed on the Woozy? And it's like, it's so easy to just give the dude money. But at the end of the day, it's like, this is it. Like, I could use this over a Lynx at most. Like, for HVZ, there's no point. Like, yeah, it's like, I want pump action and big form. I don't care. This is the same power, weight, like 1/3 the size. Mag, like, it doesn't have a mag release, but, like, God.
That detent's pretty nice.
It's amazing. Like, could it be technically shaved down a little bit? Yeah, but it's already, like, the bare pieces. Like, can't sing its praises enough. Brilliant design. I never thought the Dart Zone Pro would be beat. And technically it's not, because it's still smaller. But, man, we are pushing.
I'll take that magazine over the inline. Or, I mean, the internal mag.
Yeah, I mean, if you're using a dedicated sidearm, yeah, if 6 darts, put it in a holster, be good to go. But it's like, if you want to primary it, like, this is way better in every way. So good.
Thank you.
It's like, that's all I wanted the entire time. The detent is a compliant mechanism. It uses the flex of the plastic, yeah. Same thing with, like, the trigger lock thing up top.
So smooth. Smooth and satisfying. Best way to say it.
Yeah, it just works. That's why it's like, it's so hard with, like, this thing. Like, it's so hard for me to rationalize this. Like, even though this is, like, injection mold, like, this is a cheap Chinese thing. It's so hard for me to be like, yes, you should go on and buy one of these. It's so rough. like, technically it has its use, but man. Do you like the Nerf Mega Mastodon? Actually, yes. If it wasn't for the stupidly long reload time compared to how fast it fires, but there's nothing more satisfying than like a 3S Mastodon with those whirly, like the whirlwind darts. Like in that video where I test that out, I'm like, holy crap. Like if I was standing downfield, I would be just...
Yeah, it's so good.
Um,
The best play I ever had at that war was there's that kid that always had shields. Always. And his face, when I whipped out that 3S Mastodon and started firing at him, it's like, his face went... And he just runs. And like he just dumped the shield and didn't play with the shield the rest of the game. I was like, oh
Yeah.
I used the shield a lot at Dart Wars, mostly because I got tired because the guys with blowguns would hide in boxes.
Okay.
So that's why my shield came. Like I remember, if you go on my Twitter, you go all the way back, you'll see like all the shield stuff I did. I had holsters in there for like jolts and fuse fires and stuff like that. Like it was crazy. I was changing out cardboard like all the time. So the shield itself was like a boogie board I found at Deseret, and then like we got like all the marketing, like all that plastic congruent like cardboard stuff, and like from my work, like I would cut up the Boost Mobile signs and like made this tower with like plexiglass window and like had a slot underneath specifically for you pointing a barrel through. Like, man, thank you very much for following me on Twitch, Stinkfeet too. Even though I'm not streaming on Twitch, that keeps happening. But like that's what they brought out, like the grenades, and the problem was like, oh, it's a 5v5. Let's throw out 30 of these grenades. And so like the guys, I used the shield specifically because like the guys in the boxes with the blowguns, like there's no way, like you can't flank them. The only way to get to them is to go straight through them. So I used the shield, and it was a lot. They had their own shield they put out on the field. But then they're like, oh, we're going to throw out grenades. And, like, they throw out, like, 30 of them. And I'd be like, can't you guys only throw out, like, 4? Like, why do you have to have, like, 30 of them? It's fine if, like, after the end of every round, the grenades went into the middle of the field or something like that. But they're like, and they wouldn't listen to me. Like, we can do whatever we want. It's our game. It's like, okay, well, you're, like, the only reason you're doing that is so you can just sit in a box with a blowgun. And then, like, I'd get close to them. They'd have them, like, 5 of them by the tails and just whip them at me like a shotgun. And, like, so I actually got to the point where I just, like, they go 3, 2, 1, and I just run forward, and I throw the shield at them. Because they, like, you know, get ready to throw the thing, and I just go, whoop! And then just run around and hit them with a sword. That was the only thing I could think of doing. And it worked when there was one of them, but when there's, like, 4 or 5 of them, it's like I couldn't do anything. It's like, I'm not one to, like, rationalize using a shield. I like shields if you can't use a blaster, because then it's like, that's dynamic cover.
Yeah.
Like, it's so much fun. The most fun I have in a game is when I'm just backing up, like, I'm standing in front blocking shots with a shield, while, you know, people behind me are stacking up on me and shooting over the shield, and we can make all sorts of strategies. Like, that's fun for me. Like, I can sprint short distances, I can be active with the shield, I don't need to have a sword, I don't need to have a blaster, like, that's fun for me, but, like, they have such a bad rap in the hobby because the kids who'd have, like, a hyper fire and a piece of cardboard. And the cardboard shields were a thing, and that was why I carried a sword. I have broken so many cardboard shields. The kids be like, check out my shield, WALCOM, or, you know, I wasn't WALCOM at the time. I'd be like, oh, yeah, that's cool. And then we'd start, like, they do a 3, 2, 1, game on, I go up there, the kid would come at me with, like, a, you know, not a Maverick, but like a Magnus and the shield. And I just, you know, pull out my machine gun, just go, whack, right the corner of the shield, rip it right off the hand. And so they're like, oh, well, we got, like, a plastic lid and, like, drilled holes in it and got, like, a PVC handle. I'd be like, okay, back, and just break their shield apart with a machine gun. It's like, that's why there's so many, like, dents and stuff in my machine gun. It's like, because I just bash their shield in. Like, knock it out of their hand and stuff like that. Because it's like, I'm just going to back with a foam sword. And they'd be like, ugh. It's like, and I was like, I'm sorry, kid. Like, mine was, like, this gigantic boogie board with bolts that long. And that's filled with glue on both sides. And
It's got riot gear.
oh, here's Drac. I despise shields, typically employed by lazy, inexperienced game designers. I disagree, because you have mobile, dynamic cover, and you also give gameplay to support, which is not a thing you typically see in NERF. And when done right, it can be amazing. But there are stipulations, and rarely are the games designed around that. There's a rule for them in HVZ to offset human advantage. Yeah. I don't agree. I think so many people, like, you might not even like shooting, you might not like hitting people, but it's fun to have, like, the shield and do what you can, as long as it's balanced, as long as you balance the game around it. That's where it's like, the reason why I bring it up is like, you were talking about, like, mega breaking shields. I'm like, that's a little too easy.
Yeah.
Is that? No?
Tiger?
Well, yeah, I mean, just tagging.
Okay.
As far as breaking, it's like rockets.
See, I don't know. I get the idea. I like giving ammo different uses. That's not done enough.
Yeah, I like to see more. There's more options on the battlefield. Just more stuff out there. Which
Like,
I don't want to go to a game that's just a bunch of Nexuses,
Yeah.
and that's it.
that's what happened with us. Like, with the second, like, I had the Caliburn, then Xavier got the Caliburn, then John got a Caliburn, then Luchathor got a Caliburn. It's like, every single game was like, oh, there's like 8 Caliburns on the field now.
Yeah.
What do we do? And it got really boring really quick. And I always wanted to get, like I kept trying, like, the first thing I wanted to do was, like, try to, like, rationalize, like, it's hard, because the more rules you add, the more watered down and the more complex the game gets, and I didn't want to do that, but I always wanted to try to make the FPS cap for the blaster be the way it primes. So, like, flywheelers would have inherently less than, like, you could have a single shot, like, you know, a Nightfinder, like, that could be, like, one of the hardest hitting blasters, because it's, like, a single shot thing, and then go down the list, like, pump action, flywheel, blah, blah, blah. Because that would still let people, like, oh, I want to use a proton pack. Like, that would still be viable, but it's like, the problem with, like, if you have 130 FPS cap, right? Like, then, yeah, you're probably going to want to use a proton pack. That's just how it goes, because that's going to hit 110, 120, even 130. Like, I know a Chaos can hit over 130 on a 3S.
Yeah.
So it's like, why would you not? Like, there are specific circumstances, because other blasters are going to be more accurate, but... Shields are nice for requiring ammo diversity. Yeah. So I was always thinking, like, Mega should have, like, double respawn time.
Yeah. Something. I like Mega.
Shield starts to get loppy. I always thought about making a buckler. I do like bucklers. Bucklers are fun.
I like shields on blasters, like, you know, the Stampede and...
I love all high-powered Springer games. See, the thing that I don't like, though, is, like, when it's all the same blaster.
Yeah.
It's like... That's why it's like I was trying to marshal, because one of the reasons why is I just wanted to have a reason to use my Prophecy. And it's like, so why can't my Bolt Action Prophecy be like a 220 cap, and then your Caliburn be like a 200 cap? Like, I would allow that in a war, because it's not like I'm going pom, 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 pom. I'm going, you know, like, that's how it works in a video game, right? I know we're all doing, like, one-hit tags, so why couldn't we have that? But it's... When you have 50, 60 people mark games, then yeah, I can get that would be a problem. And then that's fine, I get that. But I think, like, when we do, like, smaller games, like 20, 30 of the hardcore people, that's something we should do. Mega doing double respawn time is, like, I kept saying that and nobody would listen to me, and I never understood why. Because it's like, if it's a 15 second, you get hit by a Mega, now it's 30 second.
Yeah.
So, like, there would be a reason if we're doing, like, you know, some, like, capture the flag or something like that, there'd be a reason for you to have a, you know, Mastodon slung around your shoulder and just sit there with your whatever, and it's like, okay, we're going to make a play for the flag or whatever like that, and just run up with your Mastodon, hose down the entire team, give them all 30 second or 40 second respawns or whatever, capture the flag and go. Like, that would be great.
Yeah.
Instead of everything else. I don't think it would ever all be the same blaster. I still walk my RPD at bay. Again, I get it. Like, I have how many different mag-fed pump-action Springers? Like, even if you take, like, just the Prophecy, I have, like, 3 of them. Like, I have so many different blasters, but it's like, it's still kind of the same thing. Like, I'm still using the same blaster effectively as everybody else. Like, a Caliburn, a Talon Claw, it's all pump-action Springers. Like, I would love... God, you're freaking... it's so good! The 330 FPS slam fire, it's stupid! We didn't actually test the accuracy on this, did we?
I was doing it at my house, and I was hitting a bottle at like 100 feet, easy.
Oh my god, I gotta go find my red spring. I'm gonna... Gosh dang, man. Like, too bad you'll never be able to use it in a war!
Yeah. Well, actually, You swap the spring out, barrel out, done.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's why I like this.
We say with Magnus.
Yeah, like I said,
Magnus
Drac,
spring?
I wouldn't do it in like, you know, a normal public game, but we always have like the same 20 to 30.
You wanna go outside?
The same 20 to 30 people at a war. Like we could do a secondary war for those kinds of people.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, when I was going on lunchtime, they would do high power.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what you guys already did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would like do like 200 FPS at lunchtime.
What FPS are you getting from the Gecko? We are getting anywhere from 120 to 140 right now, but I don't think the barrel is optimized. The spring can go a little bit harder. There's plenty of things that can be done.
Yeah. Oh, that's a plunger too, huh?
Yeah, that metal thing.
Yeah,
there's a bunch
reverbs.
too. It's just like some piece of like metal pipe that's just cut down.
Yeah.
Can't believe it works as good as it does. And that's cool, because like right now when it's like what it's at, it's good for HVZ pretty much. Which is important, because it's going to be an HVZ monster. It's going to be so hard to not be like, wow, that's going to be the go-to thing for an HVZ. For me, that's my new primary. Like, I was happy with the Cyber Ninjas using that in HVZ. Not that I really like short darts for HVZ, but now that we can get Adventure Force Pro darts at Walmart and they're $10 for 100, and I can buy 500 darts and be happy.
Are you gonna learn the art of gun?
What is the video of that
food?
pistol?
I was already
It might
practicing.
be. It's gonna be next week. It might be later.
Like
I'm
this
not sure.
one, I was
I'm not sure.
practicing,
We have things
so I could
we're
do,
working
like,
around right
this.
now. We have a lot of things going on. Like I can't.
That's
Just, I would
fun.
put it out tomorrow, but there's
Practice. I used to
other
be really-
things preventing me.
I
Like
used to build a
the creator
my
wants
Raven.
me to wait, so we're gonna we're
Raven.
gonna
I was
go
doing
for
really
that.
fast doing reloads with that.
I feel like we're really lacking scenario large played PvP game in the hobby. We really are. Nothing against End War. It's not for me. And honestly, I don't exactly know how you would want a game around 1,000 people or so.
Yeah.
It's a
But-
straight up war.
Like, Ragnarok is close, but I feel like the problem we run into at that point is like how to like effectively have enough people that are willing to referee a game like that.
Yeah.
And then you have, like, when you have 1,000 people, you're gonna get bad eggs. But it's like, the game mode that, like, I've only did it once, but I feel like if you wanted to sit and spend a year developing it, WVZ had a good system, in my opinion. I really like the way WVZ, because, like, it facilitated the large group, it facilitated the small group, and playing zombies was fun. Like, you had points you could accrue and turn into whatever zombie. Like, and you could help your team, or you could spend points to put raffles in for prizes and stuff like that. Like, they had a really good setup. And I don't see why that couldn't, like, with enough staff, like, how that couldn't be. Because you just have a mission counter, you have enough missions and so forth to get that done. Like, that was so much fun. That was so good. I never went to one after that, but... Airsoft and Paintball have them in addition to tournament-style play. The Brits used to have one. It'd be fun to play with other pseudo roleplay elements. Yeah, I'm all for it until it starts to become like Afterworlds. That, like, if I have a rule book, I'm done. Do you have any plans for that worker cheetah? I mean, we have the one. That one's Lucha's. I have the stock one right here, and I'm trying to rationalize it. I don't really think I have plans for it. I do like my pistols, but it's hard to say. it's a hard
You
sell.
make it take a mag.
You ever?
I'm getting the NERF Lepus, and do you recommend anything for it? This, the battery, and the charger. Now, the Dart sells like a really cheap charger that works good for the battery. That is sold with the Lepus, and you're buying it from like from my phone, which is, I think, the only place that sells like the battery ready. It's $20 for a battery, which is kind of crazy, but like it's still like I love this little thing. Right? This is good. This is really, really good. And printing it is practically nothing. Building it is practically nothing. I guess the only problem is these darn micro switches. Like, Flux has so many problems.
So many problems.
He can't find these micro switches anywhere. We have to find a source of these tiny micro switches. Like, it's not the same ones like the cherries, apparently. It's slightly smaller than that. I really want to know what the, like, I need to take this thing apart.
Actually, can I see? Because
You might actually be able to just undo these screws and pull it out a little bit and get like the model number or something off of it.
Watching the build log on that, those are a pain, just so you know. Because the way they have to, like, there's no room in there. But
well, I mean, like, just it looks like it's layered. So if you undo the bottom one, you should be able to pull it out a little bit just to see the stats on the side of it.
Yeah.
Rice cooker pot. That sounds amazing. I didn't mean
Oh, wow,
to
yeah.
have. We were gonna have teriyaki the other night.
Never mind.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. There's,
Respect the
Because I
twisted
bought
tea.
like a tiny one, but
yeah, see, that's what
It's
Cameron,
there.
he keeps showing me these. He's like, oh, there's those. I'm like,
yeah, no.
Yeah, that's what I thought,
Look
too.
at it. It's completely...
It's like
This was
twice the
Lucha's, by
size.
the way. I tried it. I'm not into malt liquor. I can't do it.
It was alright. I bought it for the meme.
How often do you pick up your mailbox? My mailbox sends me a picture of every single package I get in, so it literally texts it to me. So whenever I get a package, I just, I gotta check the mail today. WALCOM, do you like the NERF camper? I mean, I play a pretty passive style, but that's just because I'm a big target, and I like my accuracy. See, the thing for me that gets me going is how difficult the shot is to land. That's why it's like I love the Boomco pistol, because it's a tiny little pistol. I'm headshotting people from across the field. Like, that was fun for me. Raining darts down on people.
That is weird.
I need a pistol to match my Terminator. Let me do dirty things to it. I mean, I'm not against that. After I do my video, do you care if I give it off to Zach or something?
The what?
The cheetah.
Oh, no.
I'll probably buy another. I do believe it's going to be hitting our store shelves soon. Like, I do believe there are people that are going to be carrying it, but...
That's fine. I don't mind it. Yeah, this one I'm gonna shove a bigger plunger tube in
Hey,
it.
Scott, can you stop spamming, please? Because I just... It's getting annoying. Thank you. I don't want to have to ban you, but I will. Will you be reviewing The Mandalorian Animan Phase? Yes, I pre-ordered it.
I did too.
Man, if you don't...
Have you seen the Pengu darts? Yes. Will I back Pengu darts? Heck no. For very obvious reasons. Nobody should. Would it be share as much about hype? I can only go off some stuff that I don't want to get DMCA'd for. I have seen the ammo, alleged ammo, and it looked like it was bigger than 50 cal but smaller than Rival, and it was squishy, maybe rubbery, but it was pretty squishy.
Finally delivered.
That's what I know.
Ooh. So now I can put that on the...
What got
bars.
delivered?
My freaking thing finally. So it'll be even prettier.
It's got a Diatron and love to make a mod guide. That thing's a pain. Okay? Like the last time I tried to do a mod guide for that thing, I almost broke my thumb.
$5.
It is not fun to have that mechanism slack closed because you basically have to have it primed in order to take it apart. It is scary. I could probably do it, but I wouldn't recommend it to like people. It's rough. What kind of mods are you planning to do with the Mando rifle? None. That thing is going like, if it comes in a box in one piece that I don't snap together, I'm gonna do the review, put it back in the box, and put it on a shelf.
Yeah.
What does Ruji want?
That's actually worth some money too in like several years.
Could be. What's my cat screaming about?
You just looking at me?
He wants something. It was like a greenish yellow. What should I use for a half-length dart primary? Depends on what your definition of primary is. God, I hate having my microphone turned up this side of this. When I'm not talking, the microphone's like half peaked.
Yeah.
It sucks. Depends on your definition of primary. There's a lot. Like, you really can't go wrong right now. There's on-the-shelf options, there's off-the-shelf options, there's third-party, there's so many options. I'm really excited to get my hands on this Pharaoh kit. That might be like the first time I'm going to be like, oh my god, you absolutely have to buy this kit and a Pharaoh. Because from what I've seen online, and I don't necessarily believe it, but the Pharaoh short dart kit from Worker is a drop-in replacement, no other mods required, no cutting as far as I know, and hits 175 FPS with stock spring. That's pretty crazy. But then it has, if you drop in a modified spring, there is a modified spring for the Pharaoh. It can hit up to 250. I don't believe that. But my kit will be here soon. It's going to be the first time I'm going to get into a modded blaster in a while, because I don't, again, have a workbench right now. This table right here that we fold up and put away after we're done, that's my workbench at the moment. Which is going to suck, because it's supposed to, like, snow. Like, is it going to snow up at your place? Have you checked your...
My wife was saying I think it's going to snow.
It's supposed to snow down here for one day, which is nothing, but...
I gotta try. Cat's not letting me pee.
Won't let me pee?
I gotta.
Is there water in his water dish and stuff? I mean, we'll stop the stream and I'll have to... We're getting winding down.
Cat's hissing at me.
What, is he?
I'm gonna pee.
He's hissing at you?
Yeah, so.
Okay, well, I guess we're gonna have to turn off the stream because I need to figure out what's wrong with my cat.
What?
I'm allergic to him.
Yeah, he shouldn't be hissing. What is he doing?
He's puppy guard in the toilet.
Is there water in his water thing? Is it spraying water out?
No.
That's why. He's thirsty.
Oh, okay.
Alright, we're gonna shut this down. I gotta take care of my kitty cat. He is the most important thing right now. Thank you very much, everybody. I know this is a weird stream. Sorry about the audio issues. I will see if I can't get a good, like, broadcast, you know, spherical mic for the next time we do this. Our previous president has given me money that I could rationalize doing that. So we're gonna go see what the cat is about, and yeah, thank you very much. I'm gonna say bye to the people in the chat right now. Thank you very much, Alpha, Bolo, Repel, Doge the Meme, Dude Pool, Dr. Jex, Fallon, Super, Flying Spur 99, Gridstone, Happy Rocket, Jackaboy's Channel, Jake from Jake Farm, JD Vlogs, Jeremiah Miller, John James, Johnny Blaze, Lemore 4573, Lime, Manmaster Original. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming out. It's been a while. Mr. Secretary's Honorary, Ocular Cavity, Simon Duran, Smith Zero, Taft Studios, The Mandalorian, The Fandom Agent 44, Toasty, and Willis 00788. Thank you very much, everybody. We do this live stream every Saturday night, starting at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This one was a bit weird. We're getting into... It sucks trying to live stream in here, so everything's difficult, but we're trying to get into where we can do like the old mod streams and everything like that. Next week, we'll probably be playing NERF Roadblocks. So, just be prepared for that. It's been a while since we've done it, and those are always fun, and then that's where you guys can interact with me. And I should have, like I said, I have like 8-9 videos on, like, that are, everything's filmed, but the talking head portions. All the B-roll, all the shooting footage, and everything's already done. So, reviews, tons of stuff. I have more blasters coming, like the Ultra Screamer and everything like that.
I'll give you some
and my videos take a long time to edit. I pride myself in my editing. I try to put out the best content that's edited in the hobby right now, and it takes hours. So, hopefully we'll start seeing, we might even have a video a day. If I can get back into the swing of things, you know, I should be good. I have new medication and stuff like that. We should be seeing a video every day. I'm not going to promise that, but we'll see, because I've got backlog this season. I still have other stuff I haven't done from December.
Bro.
Like, I've got things we have to get done. And I don't know when, like, the video on the Gecko will come out, but it will. It will be soon. It will be within the next 2 weeks, I assure you. We've got a lot of stuff coming. Tagback, if you're a patron of the channel, you would know what the status of Tagback is. It is on hiatus until we finish our next big step, which is, of course, getting the property, getting the collection all in one place. I have a collection video. We just went to the storage unit earlier today and dug through the thing. That might be a video that's live on the channel. It might also be a patron only or patron YouTube member slash.
I don't like
if you're a
banana
YouTube
bread.
member, I do updated behind the scenes videos every week.
Yeah.
Those are all posted to the community channel for patrons
I told you
and
it's a pound
YouTube
cake.
members only. Any tier will get you access to those. That's thanks for supporting me. You see behind the scenes stuff of what I'm doing, what's going on, everything like that. I hope to
should
get
get
more
the
exclusive
pound
content
meat
going on there, but during a pandemic and then the fact that, you know, we get together for a couple hours a week, or, you know, every other couple of weeks, it's kind of hard, but we're working on it. I have plans. It's just executing those plans as we try to fit into these pants that are us trying to grow this hobby and this channel and everything like that. But a lot of things going on. We will have hopefully some huge announcements, WALCOM S7 wise and Fuzzy Wars Industries wise, towards the end of the week. We're getting very close to one of the many projects we had going on going live possibly next week. No promises, but that's the timeline. I have a dozen people working with me on a bunch of cool stuff, and that is one of our many projects we have going on. But the biggest one, in my opinion, is going to be the property, and we have good news about that I will be sharing to patrons and YouTube members. So hit that join button. You get access to that. You get access to all the emoticons. I do have emoticons up. They're very beta. Like, the art is amazing.
Oh, now the
but I
cat's
think the
out.
sizing and
Yeah,
stuff like
I
that could
just
do a little bit more
moved
work
them
because
in
they're
feed.
kind of hard to discern what
Just
they
wanted
are.
to see what I was doing.
But we have stuff going on, and I can't thank you guys enough for the support. I live stream after not uploading video in a week, like 9 days, and I had 150 people watching me at one point. I can't thank you guys enough for that. That is incredible. And of course, spread some love to Dr. Flux and Luchathor as well. These two are some of the greatest friends I could ever ask for. They do wonders for my mental health. If it isn't for these guys, I would not be able to function as a human being. And they are amazing. Dr. Flux uploads regularly on his channel at least once a week, if not more. He is a real job. He has a family. He does as much as he can. Luchathor, we're going to make sure he uploads more. That's one of the cool things about if we do this property, we do this move and build up this channel, is that Luchathor will have easy access to new content. Because I'll be like 20 minutes for Luchathor,
Yeah.
and we'll have a huge space that we can film in. I did get a couple of super chats and donations here at the very end. Perfect Requiem donated $5. Thank you very much. That is like, what, $50 raised? I'm buying some filament. Thank you. My new printer really appreciates it. We got $5 super chat from Willis00788. You thanked me for a super chat, but I didn't super chat this stream. I think that was from last stream. I mean, maybe it was. But thank you very much. I appreciate it. I didn't mean to guilt you into super chatting me. I very much appreciate it, though. And Jackaboy's channel. What is better, FPS Rival Knockout or Ultra 4? I want to make a half dart breach. The Ultra 4 is way easier because you could basically just remove the air restrictor out of the Ultra 4 and the stock barrel will lock in CPVC. So you can pull out CPVC, shove a dart in the back, shove it back in, prime the blaster, fire it. For $15 and then a couple cents of PVC and maybe 30 minutes of your time, you get about 140, 150 FPS. You can do more, but it's kind of hard increasing the spring load with the gear train, and the gear train can be hard to work with. That being said, it's a bit harder, in my opinion, to work on a knockout.
Yeah.
But there are very easy drop-in guides for doing inline clip knockouts now, which are very effective. And like the one that I haven't done a video on, that I need to do a video on, is the one I got from Adrian. And I think I'm gonna do a video on it. I was planning on putting together like a couple dozen of them and selling them.
Sorry.
But there's no point because I'd have to sell them for like $70, $80, and you guys might have paid that for a knockout, 6-8 months ago, but you're not gonna pay that for a knockout now. I modded one with an inline clip and everything like that. It hits about 150 FPS per shot. So.
Huh?
At least your gift was good.
Yeah, I would probably still go for the Ultra 4 because it's easier, but the knockout I think could be more effective, especially with an inline clip. You can technically do an inline clip for the Ultra 4, but I think that would be a little more difficult. And thank you again for the another $5, Jackaboy. Dr. Flux donated $15. Says feed the machine. Thank you very much. Also, your cats are cute. Dr. Flux's videos on his channel of his cats while he's working in his workshop with an engine.
Oh,
He's got
Dr.
2
Jax?
orange cats jump up with the engine and want attention from him. It's adorable.
I think that's
And
Dr.
the
Jack.
last question I will answer is this one from Phone8244. So the last question says, is 250 FPS legal for a foam dart blaster? I feel like it would be dangerous. It is dangerous. Even 100 FPS is dangerous with Nerf dart. That hits you in the eye, you're going to get hurt. 250 FPS with eye protection is perfectly fine. It's going to hurt if it hits you in bare skin, but you're just going to feel a punch when you get hit anywhere else. It's basically like paintball at that point. It's not nearly as dangerous as paintball. It's not going to welt that badly through like a hoodie, but it will hurt. But it's no more dangerous. Like a dart to the eye is a dart to the eye. It's not going to change. Don't shoot kids with it, obviously. Like this is for grown adults, but there's no inherently illegal thing about that at all. Like. None of us have done it yet, but I wouldn't want to take, drain blaster shot, 700 FPS. That will very much leave a welt. A big welt. But it is, a thing. And, it's not illegal to do so. So, thank you very much. Run the safety PSA. I don't have that done right now, Alex, but I will. That's for the next video, the safety PSA.
So good.
So, thank you very much, everybody. Say bye to Dr. Flux. Say goodbye
See
to
ya.
Luchathor.
Bye.
Bye.
I really appreciate you guys. Lots more content coming this week. I'm feeling much better. If you saw last stream, night and day difference this stream, but that took a visit to the doctor. And it was a very tragic one because they wanted to send me to the ER and I refused. That's how that went. So that's why things have been slow. We'll catch up. Take care, everybody. Have a good night. I'll leave you with a song, and we will shut it down for the night. So I'll see you in an entirely different stream. Look forward to content probably maybe tomorrow, if not definitely Monday. Take care, everybody.
Like the stream.
Oh, and you can leave a like too. That helped.
Much love. Flux out.